The Commonwealth of Yang playthrough, and we have a galaxy to conquer, and so let's check out our map now. But hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Monday here. And before we start, we're going to take a quick look, as we always do, at our empire. We're going to look at some of the details about the empire I'm playing with, and go a little bit behind the scenes here. And so here is our galaxy now. There are a lot of different colors going on here. There's just a whole lot of just everything happening here. And so for starters, let's go ahead and take a quick look at my empire in particular. And so down here on the bottom left side, we have the Commonwealth of Yang Empire in this sort of darker color with the red borders on the inside. And so this is all of us here. And we're gonna take a look at our empire now. So Commonwealth of Yang, we have a new ruler, Grand Marshal Mavel, and our governing ethics, we're going with xenophobe, fanatic materialist, or militarist, I'm sorry, not materialist, but militarist. For our civics, we're going with the nationalistic zeal, distinguished admiralty, and heroic past. Now, we started off with the under one rule origin, but once your leader dies, that origin is changed. And so now it is broken rule. And when we started off this game, we started with a level 4 ruler. And with the Galactic Paragons update that just came out last week, rulers play a bigger impact in your game now. Now, since that ruler has died, we have a new ruler, and that's Mavel, like we said before. And she's already up to level 5. And so she is getting a little bit older though. And I wanted to see how old she was here. Oh, 87 years old. And so our last ruler died at the age of like 125 or something like that. And so I'm hoping that we can get the same amount of years from this ruler as well. But let's continue on. And so we've looked at our ethics, we've looked at our civics. Next up, let's take a look at our government. And so here is our council. We have currently 5 seats open with 1 more to go to unlock. We currently have the favored society agenda that has been launched, and this I'm using to increase resource output. Now, speaking of resources, holy moly, I don't know if I've been in a pickle like this in quite a long time. As you guys can probably see at the very top here, a lot of my resources are in the negative deficits here. And so as the next month changes, that might change as well, but there are some updates that have happened off stream that we will be showing you. I played maybe just a handful of years ahead so that we can progress into the later stages of the game here. But yeah, we have 1 legendary paragon that is still available in my leader pool, and that is Mr. Keides, who is currently 130 years old. And so he's racking up some mileage there, but man, oh man, he has been serving the Commonwealth of Yang Empire for quite some time. And so yeah, this is our council here. We've looked at our agendas and things like that. Next up, our factions. Now, these we have a lot of. We have 6 total factions, and about 3 of them, they approve of the way that I'm running this empire. There's 1 that's kind of in the middle, and then the other 2, the last 2 are just like, no, we hate it. We do not like the way this government, this empire is being ran. And so we're not worried about those guys right now. The main empire, or the main federation that we are supporting, are the Military Officers Association. But honestly, I gotta say, let's see here. The Human Ascendancy Vanguard looks like they could be supported as well. They have the same ethics that my empire has as well. And so maybe we'll look into some factions a little bit later on, but that's what we got so far. For our policies and edicts, the main ones I'm really gonna point out right now, for the most part throughout this run, we've been playing with a belligerent stance. Let's see, subjugation war terms are set to oppressive vassalage. We have a economic policy set to mixed economy. And so this just means we're gonna be earning both consumer goods and alloys at like an equal rate. After that, pretty much everything else is pretty much set to what I've left it at before. For our edicts here, we have the Fortify the Border Edict active. And actually that looks like that's all I got active right now. And so I got about maybe 50 more edict points that I could use here, but I'm not seeing any other resources that are that cheap right now. And so I'm looking at my starbase capacity. It's at 12 out of 12. I would like to maybe drop this Fortify the Border Edict, but if I did that, it would bring my capacity down to 10, because this edict adds 2 more to your starbase capacity, and it gives you a little upgrade speed for your starbases. So yeah, those are our edicts. We've looked at our government tab. Next up, society. Our traditions come up first. And so we have, in the early game, wanted to expand my empire. We started with expansion. In the early game as well, we were conquered by some battle cats. And so I knew right away, building up a powerful military has kind of been the theme of this run. And eventually trying to conquer some other species has been something that I've been wanting to do as well. And so supremacy has been our second tradition that we completed. Third up, prosperity. And so we needed more resources. We need even more resources now. But yeah, we've completed this third tradition tree. And finally, and in the last video, we completed politics. And so this one gives us a lot of cool features with the galactic community and envoys and things like that. And so for our ascension perks, we went with the technological ascendancy, one vision, voidborn, and world shaper. And so this one I picked last because we have a couple of planets. We have some relic worlds, we have some savannah worlds. My species prefer continental worlds. And so we have not been able to find many of those, but being able to terraform planets into Gaia worlds is going to be huge for my empire right now, especially with some of the planets that we have. And so speaking of Gaia worlds, guys, hold on. Before we look at that, hold on. Let's backtrack real quick. We're gonna go back to our relics tab here, but keep that in mind, those Gaia worlds. So we have two relics here. We have the Omni Codex and we have the Yut Cairo core. And so with the Omni Codex, we've been using that to spawn pops from extinct species on my planets. And for the Yut Cairo core, we've been using this to decrease ship upkeep, because right now we have a pretty large fleet. And so that's going to burn a lot of our energy credits, which it's already doing right now. And so why are my energy credits so low? And guys, I'm going to show you exactly why right now. We zoom out here. I don't know if you guys remember, you might probably not. There's a lot of systems here. You guys probably been watching a lot of different other content creators and videos, and you've probably slept since then. But yo, there was an empire that was right here that had the 6 Gaia worlds in it. That is now all mine. And so here's that system with 6 Gaia worlds in it, and we conquered all of it. And when I mean all of it, I mean every single planet. And something cool was kind of happening there, and we share this stuff in my Discord if you guys want to check that out. There will be a link posted below in the video if you guys want to watch that. But yeah, when we conquered these guys, well, when we were in the process of conquering them, I had my fleets. They were spread out across multiple of these planets, and over time, they would continue to send out armies to attack. And I ended up building up so much space debris, so much battle debris from the ships being destroyed, that I was able to increase my tech by a lot. I researched a bunch of different technologies, and like I said before, we only played a handful of years, but a lot has happened in the middle of that. And so yes, now we have these 6 Gaia worlds under our control. I had to liberate the species. None of my species are enslaved. They're all working on my planets here. And so let's check out what's going on. So here, we're gonna go ahead and start our game up and move it up just a little bit so we can see what's happening. But we're gonna do a deep dive into all of the planets we have here. And so I'm trying to see what we could do to maybe fix this broken economy. And for starters, all of these worlds here on the right side that you're seeing here, if they don't have this little bitty icon with the, I believe that's like a suitcase, letting me know that there are some unemployed pops on this planet, or even in some cases, some very extreme unemployed pops here, it's because we just invaded all of these planets, and now the pops are trying to figure out, yeah, where do we go? And I'm trying to get some jobs made for them. And so a lot of them went to my habitats, and to avoid any kind of stability issues here, I've been just really going in on rushing buildings, rushing jobs and things like that. And here on one of my other, this is one of my other relic worlds, as you can see, we have some very low stability. And so I've been trying to get some jobs on this planet. I've been trying to use some modifiers right now. There is a hunger strike going on. There is a population that has been expelled. We had so many pops on this planet. I just have to kick them out because they're gonna make me lose this planet here. We did try to distribute some luxuries that slightly increased amenities, but as you can see here, not enough. In order to improve the economy, you basically just need to fix the economy. Exactly. And so the thing is right now everything got flipped upside down because we invaded these 6 Gaia worlds. And so it's impacted some of my other planets. We ended up taking the pops from those planets and moving them to planets that I personally didn't do it, but when I invaded them, they just ended up on some of my other worlds, like this relic planet here. But Tableau 50, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing all right here on this Monday. This is actually like what, part 6 of the Commonwealth of Yang right now, and we are getting pretty far in this game. We're in the year 2356. We have a couple more things we're going to look at here, and so next up we have our leaders. And again, Mavelle here is our current ruler. She is a skilled 5 out of 10, and she has some pretty solid traits here. And without going too deep into these, we'll probably look at one more. And one of my favorite rulers in this run so far, Mr. Kedes. He is the scion of Vagros. We already went through his whole origin, found out about his planets. You can check that out in my last video where we pretty much, some things happened. We're not going to dive back into the past. Right now, we're going to look into the future here. And so let's go ahead and, yeah, let's keep our game going here. I'm going to keep the speed on slightly slow for now. And then after that, so let's see what else we have here. Honestly, I think that's about it right now. I'm going to go ahead and continue this game as if we're playing this, just continuing on here. And so let's go ahead and start by just selling some of my alloys here. This is the most out of all of my resources that I'm able to produce at the moment. And that's it. Right now, my empire is depending on my alloy output right now. And so I'm just going to spread some of these energy credits across the board here. Food is a absolute must, but look how much of these resources I am losing right now. I'm even losing some special resources. And so let's go ahead and check here. Let's see what's going on. What is causing this? I know for sure it's coming from our buildings. It's coming from our jobs. Or no. The consumption is mostly coming from buildings. And so that's for these special resources here. For the our more basic and advanced resources like consumer goods and food and minerals and things like that. Again here, let's see here. So the consumption's coming from our pops and our jobs. The food, pops 100%. We got so many pops now. We just don't have the food to produce or to support this massive empire that we just turned into. And so let's check out some of the Gaia worlds. We're gonna check out all the planets that have some issues on it. Like this base, this is a habitat. And so this habitat has currently 5 unemployed workers right now. What I'm gonna do here though is, since this planet has no housing available, we're gonna start with just building not just one, but we're gonna get 2 of these up. That way we can open up 2 more building slots here. Actually, better yet, we might just do one habitat district. This will give me some housing. It'll give me 8 housing, so that'll be 3 more than what I actually need, which is perfect, so that other pops can move to this station. And then for our probably other district, I think I'd probably go with probably another industrial district. And so there we go. We got those 2 on the way. I know for sure that some of these are upgraded. And so maybe we will be downgrading some of these in the future, but yeah, there's a lot going on this planet here. And so, or this habitat. And so let's move up to our next habitat. Same thing here. This habitat has 13 unemployed workers. Not really a whole lot I can do right now besides moving them. That will cost me a lot of unity. But let's see what it'll do. And so let's look for a planet that has jobs available on it. So Planet Unity, we have 6 jobs available on this world here. Oh, Planet Boom has some low stability as well. Okay, and so the amenities are a little low. We're at -11 right now. But once again, this planet has 8 jobs available. So this will be another planet that we could possibly move some pops to. Let's see. So we do have all entertainers that are being worked right now. And there are technician jobs available, but yes, this would probably be a good world to move some of these unemployed workers to. Now, this is going to burn a little bit into my unity, but hey, it's either we lose a little bit of unity or we lose an entire planet here. And so this world only has 1 unemployed worker on it. Let's go to our decisions here. Actually, no. I disregard that. We're going to go to our resettling here and see it says that they are enslaved species. And so that is not what we want. But what we do want is to find a world that is habitable for this pop. And so here we have a habitat that appears to have jobs on it. Boom. Move them there, and now they are working. And so let's check out this world again, and there we go. The amenities have dropped down. The available jobs are still at 0. We have an industrial district on the way that's going to add some more jobs available. This planet, I'm hoping to see it turn around. Now, Doron, this world needs to be just completely managed right now. 13 unemployed pops. Again, these are all species we just conquered, and now they're like, yo, where are we going to work at? What are we going to do? This is not right. And on top of that, I got a couple of species here living on this habitat that do not have a habitat preference. They do not prefer living on this type of habitat. And so or just living on habitats in general. And so I'm going to move them to maybe a Gaia world. Let's see if this works here. And so this Gaia world appears to have plenty of jobs on it. And I'm going to need to sell something. I actually need energy credits right now. And so I'm going to go to the galactic market here. And man, this is going to hurt. But for the sake of the Empire, I'm selling some of my dark matter right now. We're going to go back here. And let's send some of these pops to some Gaia worlds. And so again, I have plenty of them. One of them has 20 jobs available. Here we go. So now all the pops will be able to work on a much more habitable world. And let's see here. Boom, the stability went up just a little bit. Crime is still at a high here at 11%. But look at those amenities. Wow. And so if this planet can't, I mean, if they can't get any happier than this, I don't know what to tell them. But I'm hoping that will fix that situation there. And here we have 6 more unemployed pops again. We are just going to spread these species out across some of these Gaia worlds. And so that way they will get some jobs. Now, this is costing me quite a lot of unity and not influence, but energy credits. Well worth it. And so now look at this. 21 housing available. I'm probably going to, let's see here. Can I upgrade this? I can't upgrade the habitat just yet. I'm lacking the alloys for it, but that'll be on our to-do list here in the future. But in the meantime, though, yes, that looks a lot better. Crime dropped down from 11% all the way to 2%. And let's look for our next planet to fix. And so here, we're just going to have to wait on this world. Again, it has low stability, a little bit of devastation. But yeah, we got jobs on the way. And so this population living on planet Stellaris, this is a relic world as well. So we'll be needing some more food districts. We'll come back to this. All right, and so Sol X, this is another, I believe this is a Gaia world that we conquered before. 49 housing available. That is a lot. That is a whole lot. And so a couple of things I'm seeing here, whatever species it was that we conquered, they were building these robot assembly complex buildings on our planet. And for me personally, I do not want to see a robot uprising anytime soon. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and downgrade this because it is burning into some of my special resources. Oh, and another thing too is I'm going to actually switch out one of these clerk jobs, and we're going to try to replace this with a energy grid. And so again, I am lacking some of the alloys here, and I'm going to let the next month go by so that we can get some more alloys here in the next month. And as soon as that happens, okay, so here we got the alert for some bankruptcy from the rare crystals, which is completely understandable. And we're going to replace these commercial zones with energy grids. And I'm actually going to go through all of these Gaia worlds here. Me personally, I'm not the one who managed these. The AI did. We just conquered these planets. Let's look for a few things here. And so, oh wow, this the Betharian power plant actually produces a lot of energy credits right there. But again, here I see that this world also does not have any sort of energy grid building. And so we're going to replace all of this. We're going to replace that there. And let's see what we can replace this administrative office with, because those two are burning into our consumer goods. And so speaking of consumer goods, we got plenty of those. This world does not have a forge, alloy foundry on it. And so we're going to start building some of these civilian industries here. And so I'll get one of those up here as well. We have an energy grid, a civilian industry on the way, energy for the energy credits, the civilian industry for consumer goods. And since we are burning into some of the consumer goods, you know what, on this world, I think it would probably be a good idea to first start off building a city district and then a mining district, because you want to counter out those balances there when you're building specific buildings. Next up, we have Halido. This is another Gaia world we conquered. Lots of jobs here that me personally, I don't think I'd be using right now. Actually, we got this energy grid that I built this off stream. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that. So that is going to cut into our exotic gases here. But yeah, we might come back to this. And so I see that this planet already has a high amount of amenities. It has 42 amenities, -4 housing. We are going to build a housing district or a city district. And after that, I think I might just keep all this be for now. I might replace this robot assembly plant once again. And for this one, we are going to add all these commercial zones and robot assembly plants. We are strictly a human species, but we do need tons of consumer goods. And so we're going to be switching this around as well. And this is one of the things that comes with invading a lot of planets at once. Like I said, we had this empire that we just conquered. They only had one system that had 6 Gaia worlds in it. And so after we conquered them, that was the beginning of this whole battle here. Now we are trying to completely rejuvenate our economy here. And so we're gonna go to, this is Dacha 2. This is our other planet we're looking at. I've already went ahead and added a few buildings here. You know what, I'm gonna switch it from going for prioritizing tile blockers, and we're gonna go for the districts first, because like I said before, we need those resources ASAP. We need the stability to go back up. These worlds need jobs. And so right away, we are going to go ahead and get all of this squared away. And then after that, let's go to our next planet, another Gaia world. The AI just works in mysterious ways. And so we're gonna go ahead and swap that around. Here we have a mineral building. As much as I want to upgrade these, they're going to cut even more into my special resources. Right now, I just want to start with getting these 4 up, because like I said, I think we will be okay losing 2 of the special resources in each of these categories. But man, that negative 412, that negative 360, 309. Yes, we will be upgrading the mineral purification hub, and this energy grid, I believe, is as upgraded as it can be. And also another thing too is making sure that these jobs are being worked as well. And so outside of that, I can't complain about research labs. Okay, cool. And so next up, we have here a new habitat, and this one I'm gonna start by this one I might just have this one be a either factory or a, let's see what the consumer good habitat station is called, a factory station. Cool. And so we're definitely going to designate this to that. And right away, I'm building 2 industrial districts and then another habitation district. Civilian industry on the way. I know that we'll be needing some rare resources here, but before we do that, I know for sure one of the main things I want to nip in the butt is the energy credits. And so let's see here. Oh, apparently I can't build that on this habitat because we don't have any generator districts or anything like that. And so instead, let's go with some of these special resource buildings here. And so this is once again going to cut even further into my rare resource production, or it's going to cut into my minerals. My minerals. But outside of that, holy moly, this planet has negative 22 specialist jobs. And so let's get all of these. Whoa, wait, what? Okay, so on this planet, I had all of these research labs upgraded. And for some reason, they've all dropped down. And so let's get these pops all back to work. I know that is going to absolutely crush my consumer goods once again, but we'll see if we built these correctly here. We got to wait a little bit before. And let's get our game going slowly but surely. We're going to keep this on a normal speed for now because there's a lot going on. For physics technology, we're going to go for quantum catapults next. Being able to have access to the entire galaxy sounds absolutely wonderful. And yeeting our fleets across the galaxy sounds epic. So here Kietes has another trait available that we can unlock for him. And let's see what we got. These are actually some Admiral class traits. Wow. All right, so I'm going to go for the artillerist now. If this will, it says it has a military fleet effect of increasing my ship's weapon damage by 7%. This is the first Admiral class trait that this leader has had before. And so he already has tons of traits, as you can see here. This leader has been pretty badass. I'm not going to lie. I like this character a lot. My naval capacity's dropped as well. And so I'm going to assume this all has to do either with something with my resources being so low or something like that. But we were much stronger before. I think we've been penalized for a bit. And I think some of our resources have started to drop down a little bit. And so I'm seeing here that the consumer goods, the food, everything is starting to go back up a little bit now. Everything is starting to get turned around a little bit. And the sooner we can get all of this stuff situated, the better, because we are going to be building a massive fleet if we can, hopefully sooner than later. And then let's see if we can terraform this planet here. And so here we have planet Flaxington. And I just developed the technology to allow me to terraform planets into Gaia Worlds. And so we got that World Shaper Ascension perk earlier, and now Gaia Worlds is going to be an option to terraform our planets into. This world right now is being terraformed. And let's go ahead and figure out, you know what, let's upgrade a building or two, because we have 2 unemployed pops on this planet, and we'll come back to this in a little bit. All right, and so again, though, we have pops just kind of jumping around here. We have unemployed pops all over the place. I think they're just trying to figure out where do we go to find some work. And in due time, we will have more jobs on each of these habitats and worlds. Now for engineering technology, next we're gonna go for the Betharian power plant. Even though I do have this building on some of my worlds already, we're gonna research that technology so that if there are any other planets that we can build that on, we shall and we must. Now here we have a relic available, and since I need the resources so badly, the Yut Cairo core, this is going to decrease some of our ship's upkeeps. So even though we don't have a whole lot of these, again, we just conquered a ton of planets, and so yes, we will be having this stability issue on some of my worlds here. Let's see if maybe we could find a governor that can increase stability. And so I don't see any that have any traits like that that will help our planets right now that are just kind of out of control right now. This planet has no reason being so unstable. What we're going to do to fix that is we're going to move this precinct house up in the build queue, and we're going to start getting some enforcers on our planet here to just get these planets in control. Yo, J Game, what's going on? Hey, good seeing you earlier. Hopefully you're doing all right here. And yeah, we're getting our game started here. We just got a lot going on here. We are entering the end game. We've invaded a bunch of planets. I have rising unemployment on my home world, and so we're gonna go ahead and institute the increased benefits. I feel like I just saw you. I know, right? You getting that workout in, buddy? Hopefully all's well though. Yeah, man, before the stream, guys, I went for a nice little bike ride, ran into J Game Z himself, and good seeing other content creators and just people in general. I've been working all day, and so being able to get off and get some fresh air, I'm feeling nice and rejuvenated. Finishing up cardio now. Yes, I love me some cardio. But yeah, on our planet here, it says unemployment and poverty are spreading at an alarming rate on our homeworld, planet Unity. This sorry state of affairs has been exploited by local crime organizations who find themselves awash with both easy marks and desperate recruits. Now, as a temporary solution, we could increase the unemployment benefits on planet Moon. It'll not be cheap, but would prove additional time to seek more permanent solutions, such as creating more jobs or improving the living standards of the affected population groups. Now, we could do, or we could also do nothing, but this would likely result in a formation of a significant criminal underworld on our home planet. Ying's got that fresh fade, looking jacked on that bike. Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, I've actually I've been cutting my own hair lately, and so I've been trying to get a little bit better at it. Right on. Jack Eagle swole. Look, I'm just trying to stay in shape right now. Look, if I can get a little exercise in before the stream, like I said, it makes me feel a little bit better before I'm streaming if I do some form of cardio or just get a little bit of workout in. And so I like to start my streams with a lot of energy, riding my bike, or like I said before, hitting the gym, which I haven't done in a while, but I need to get back in there. Those help me just keep me energized before my runs here. And so since we have 0 minerals right now and we're still in the negative deficit, we're gonna go ahead and buy a handful of those. For everything else though, I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna hold off on building any more ships just yet. Here on planet Sol X, let's go ahead and switch this robot assembly plant. Doing so is also gonna give me some more minerals and alloys, depending on what I build besides this. And so, you know what, before we do that though, you know what, maybe robots might not be a bad idea. Maybe us becoming a robot species would be a good thing. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start upgrading some of these mineral buildings we have on my planets. I see these commercial zones, which I'm not too big of a fan of right now, but I do see that this world has 2 agricultural districts. This is Sol X. This is like a kind of like a Earth, but a little different. Since we do have a couple of agricultural districts, we'll get started on those, and then we'll come back to these worlds. I'm going to be doing a lot of tinkering with this throughout this run here. And so now that we have energy credits, we don't need to upgrade any more of our energy grid buildings. But man, we could be producing a lot more alloys right now. It's just due to the fact that we have, oh wow, look at that. Holy moly, we have 32 exotic gases right now that we are getting per month. That is a lot. That is a lot. So yes, I will be upgrading some of these energy grid buildings. And wow, that did a complete U-turn right there. All right, so let's go back to these planets that have some unemployment once again. Here, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade. Let me see how many moats I have. We have 13 volatile moats. And so anytime I wanna upgrade, let's say for instance, this stronghold building in particular, this increases naval capacity and spawns defensive armies. But on my habitats, this is gonna be perfect because anytime a planet or an empire wants to invade my worlds, if they gotta go through these habitats, good luck, because we're gonna have a lot of armies on this habitat here. And already we got a handful as is. And so let's go ahead and go back to the planet summary and let's upgrade. We'll upgrade about 2 fortresses there, and that's going to increase my naval cap by a ton. And now that I have the option to upgrade a lot of these buildings, yeah, this is going to be a game changer for my species. And so a precinct house is on the way here, and you know what? I want to increase the amenities as well since it's at -5. Let's make these pops happier and add a holo theater. And so there goes that, and we're going to queue that up for second here since we're already building I believe we're building a precinct house to knock down the crime here on planet Stellaris. All right, so moving on next, Sol X. We checked this world out before. Plenty of jobs on the way. Yeah, these worlds, all these worlds now have jobs queued up, ready to go. And I'm just going to go ahead and just upgrade any more research labs that I see because tech is going to be huge. Tech is going to be an absolute must. Let's see here. So the Car Swarm has joined the Federation. I think we're the only empire, or at least just one of the few empires that are not in a federation of some sort.
Science Division reports
we're associated. Holy moly. Yo, I don't know what federation this is over here, but it matters not. All right, so let's check out the Whisker Warriors. So this empire conquered me before, and their fleet power is equal to us. And why that is such a crazy thing is because we just lost about 400 ship size worth of ships from my naval capacity. And we are still only just equal with these guys. But look at all that naval cap that I have to grow or build a massive fleet here. And so, yeah, we got some time to go before we can come back to that. Let's go ahead and see if we can buy some. You know what? I'm going to sell some of this food here. Yo, Soup, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. You're continuing the Commonwealth of Yang. We conquered that one system that had those 6 Gaia worlds in it. And now we are trying to fix our economy. And I think we are in a good position to make it work. Hopefully you're having a good Monday as well as everyone else that may be watching this on YouTube or on Twitch. But yes, we are streaming that on both. And I gotta say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel on my bots here because I've been trying to add as much and organize those as best as I can. I do work a full-time gig, so sometimes time is a little scarce, but I appreciate everyone that's been watching, liking, and some of the subscribers that I have on there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, let's go ahead and select our next engineering technology. Housing is what we need more of. I heard printing 80% of the money in the economy is rapidly is good. That is good, but invading 6 Gaia worlds is even better. And so right now we're trying to recover from all that. And I think if I just let a couple of years go by, we may just be able to fix all of this stuff here. And we may be able to be even stronger than what we were before. Now, back over here on my home world, I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade as many of these buildings as I can, because a lot of these were upgraded before. It was just we had some major, I guess you could call this our, what's the name of it? I can't think of it. It's kind of like what we're in right now, where it's like money is kind of tight. Everything's getting a little bit more expensive. I can't think of the word of it right now. Help me out, chat. A recession. Yes, looking at our economy right now, we were pretty much in a galactic depression. But Terrible Hamster, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yes, guys, right now we're just playing a little bit of cleanup here with our empire, our planets. I got 17 planets now. And so that is a lot more than what we had before. And yes, we are just now getting around to upgrading these and fixing this all together. And so here on planet Boom, this was one of our early planets. Oh, we got pirates. We'll check these guys out here in a moment. But here we have 0 jobs available. Let's change that. More energy credits. I love the energy credits. And Terrible Hamster, hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. A temporary economic depression. Yes. When we invaded all the other planets. My economy did not know how to respond to that. We were like, are these planets good? Are they bad? All of my pops are moving around to different worlds. And so it's just a lot of juggling at the moment. But like I said before, I think we can make a comeback from this. And so, I mean, we made a comeback before. We're going to do it again. And so, yeah, with that whole situation going down, though, it downgraded a bunch of my buildings. And so now I got to go back and just kind of fix these guys back up. And our pops that are all unemployed, they're just kind of scrambling around to other jobs. And so with some of these places, see, here we go. We got rising unemployment on Parsec 2. We're going to increase those benefits on this world. And boom. So some of the resources went from like -300, -400, getting down to like -85. I never thought -85 resources would look so good right now, but man, looks a lot better than where we were just a moment ago. And so this world here, let's see if we can terraform this. Oh, we already are. So this is going to be our next Gaia world. Yes, the post-conquest ability debuff is real. Yes. At one moment, I thought I was about to lose a planet to a rebel, but we got it all under control right now. And so, like I said, we do have some unemployment still, but for a moment there, I was like, all right, here we go. Let's build some armies. Let's get our fleets together because it's about to be a showdown here. But
mining station lost.
The comeback is looking beautiful. And so we got some pirates here that are attacking one of my bases. And yo, no way, Jose. Not in the Commonwealth of Yang's borders. We are not allowing that. I'm gonna grab, let's see here. I actually got two fleets that can merge together into one massive fleet. There we go. Geez, even my fleet size is like, the amount of ships that I can man is a little bit smaller than what it was before. But the pirates are right along our hyper relay. We're sending let's send an admiral in this fleet.
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
Let's see here. And so one of my renowned paragons is dead, which is tragic because that general we had, man, she was, whenever we invaded a world, we got a bunch of their resources, we got a bunch of their pops. That's why I have so many pops now, is because we were invading those Gaia worlds, and one of her traits was we get to kidnap their pops off their planet and excuse me, send them to my world here. And so, sorry guys, that hiccup, holy moly, that like made my heart stop for a second. And so yeah, now we're assigning an admiral to this fleet. And I'm gonna assign our young one here, Mrs. Marie Leroux. And she's going to command that fleet to take out this pirate issue that we have going on here, which is a minor one, but nothing like some target practice. And so here we have the anti-gravity engineering technology, and this is going to be juicy because for my planets, it's going to increase the housing per city district. Economic mastermind. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. We're going to see Durasteel laced alloys. This is my next tech. Anything economy related right now, if it's technology wise, got to go for that. And so that's going to increase my metallurgist output, which is one of my few resources that are not in the negatives, but as long as we're not at 0 and still losing resources, that is going to be good. For my construction ships here, we're going to go ahead and have these guys just start automatically reconstructing bases and building any bases we may find out there. And for this one in particular, boom, pirate space station has been raided, saving the people from job scarcity, and that is indeed what we are doing right now. As you can see here, all of these planets are getting buildings on the right side. The pirate station has been raided and destroyed, and we're going to have our admiral here return back home. Let me see if I have a scientist nearby. I have Mr. Keaties here. Oh, and there was no debris in that system to research. Just imagining your headline news. I mean, it probably look like today's news with the recession we're kind of in right now. And so, yo, here we got a new world. Oh, bingo, baby. We got a Gaia world that already has buildings on it. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and demolish some of these ruined buildings for now. This one we're gonna go ahead and demolish as well. But we're still gonna have 38 housing and 25 available jobs. And so this planet is going to fill up. This is Planet Sanctuary. Keep in mind, we have 25 jobs available on this planet. We're gonna come back in a moment. Actually, you know what? I could probably move all of these unemployed pops to that world. And so let's go ahead and just go through here and see unemployed pop. Taking them all to Planet Sanctuary. Our glorious leader, Yang, invests new type of mathematics to save the empire from financial ruin. Just a little bit of management here. And so Planet Unity has 7 unemployed pops. Go to Sanctuary. Okay, I was going to say, it's like, how do you not have high habitability on a Gaia world? And so this is a little expensive, but absolutely necessary to keep the stability. And let's see here. This might actually just flip it around right now. And so I want to make sure that I got the right buildings on Planet Sanctuary. Oh, perfect. So this world is actually set to be an agro world. That is perfect. And so our food is going to skyrocket right now. And boom, baby. There it is, 138 food. And so knocking these resources out one by one, getting them back on track. Like I said, guys, this is like right now, we're seeing a 800 energy credit boost right there. We were at negative 400 energy credits. Now we're at 292. It's almost a 500 energy credit upkeep right there that has been increased. Wow. Food world, delicious, nutritious, yes. And really, we only need one world to be an agro world. And so Sanctuary might just remain my agro world at the moment. Let's go ahead and replace this robot assembly plant. And let's see if maybe we could squeeze not a lot that I'm going to be needing at the moment besides minerals and consumer goods. I'm pretty sure that is going to be, those numbers are going to be jumped up a little bit more as we continue to grow. But let's go to, let me see, where's that mineral building I'm looking for? Let's go to manufacturing. I always get it mixed up. I think it's in resources here. Yes, the mineral purification plant. And so on top of that, while I replace these robot assembly plants, what's happening is these are going to be turning alloys into robot pops. I don't want too many robots right now. I would rather have the resources instead. I believe that our human beings can manage an empire on their own and without robot assistance. And so that's done there. Here we got a ruler job open. All the vitamins you could ever need with the new patented alpha apple. Yo, that alpha apple, that sounds kind of fire. I like that. I like that a lot. But yo, speaking of vitamins, make sure, guys, if you're streaming, I know a lot of streamers and content creators, and even people that are just watching my content. We've been streaming for about 41 minutes now. Holy moly, time has flown by. Make sure you're eating your vitamins, man, because for a couple of streams, man, sometimes I just feel like I'm a little bit tired when I'm not taking my vitamins. In the morning, I take my vitamin C, vitamin D. I take my fish oils. I try to make sure that I'm well in vitamin out. Keeps that energy high. The superfood of tomorrow, yes. Oh, that is badass. You're making me want to go back to my farmer's market run. Oh, all right. So we have plenty of housing here, but I'm not going to replace the city districts. Instead, I'm going to upgrade these buildings. Just, yeah, I got one available job. Eating apple contains lots of good stuff. Apple is actually my favorite fruit, and my family, they know for sure. Like I have a specific taste for apples. I like either crunchy red apples or crunchy green apples, but they always just gotta have that crunch to it. I'll eat a soft apple if I have to, but yeah, the crunchy apples are always my go-to. Crunchy apples, and then black grapes. All right, everyone says green grapes are like top tier. Seedless black grapes, best grapes out there. John Clumsy Doe, I love Granny Smith apples. Oh my goodness, those crunchy Granny Smith apples are my favorites. All right, I like crunchy grapes too. Same thing with like strawberries. Actually, I like my strawberries kind of freshly like grown, like a little light red, like right before they're like fully red. I mean, if they're red, I'll eat it. Yes, black grapes. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because black grapes, hand down, are some of the best grapes out there. You can have toast with cheese and apple slices on top. You know what, Terrible Hamster, it's been a long time since I've had breakfast for dinner. Man, my mom used to do that all the time. We would have like bacon and sausage and like a fruit bowl and some orange juice. Well, maybe not orange juice, because that'd keep me awake all night. But yeah, some breakfast for dinner. Man, some toast and some fruit right now sounds delicious. Black grapes have less calories as well. Well, I have a pretty speedy metabolism, so I like to make sure I stuff my face. I'm not gonna lie. I can't help it. It might not look like it. I'm a little bony, but I stuff my face. I like to eat. But John, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing all right. We have strawberries in the back garden. I'm jealous. All right. So like Terrible Hamster, you have your own garden, you say. What other plants do you grow? Because growing up, man, my grandparents, I come from a family of farmers, and my grandparents have always, like every spring, we would dig up the soil and get it like kind of tended to, and then we would plant our seeds, and we would grow like peppers, greens. What else did we grow? Sweet potatoes and things like that. Rice, beans, corn, literally all kinds of stuff. And we would have to, I used to hate it back then. I used to have to like peel the corn off the cob and it would just be so boring. But looking back at it now, man, those were some peaceful times. Just strawberries now, nice. But it's not the season now. Yeah, oh, that's right. Aren't strawberries like, when do you start planting strawberries? We used to have red currants before. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. But yeah, let's continue on our game here. So, on our habitat, we are adding some more jobs here. We have 17 housing available. We have a chemical plant on the way. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be needing too many special resources right now because we have plus 10 in our main 3 special resources. So I got plenty of exotic gases right now, which I definitely want to put to use. The thing is, where do we use these at? Copy that, Ghost Rider. Thank you, Terrible Hamster. And outside of that, so yeah, we bought some more minerals here because I want to add some more jobs to each of these habitats. Even though we do have enough jobs on this habitat already, there's just never enough resources out there. And so let's look around for a resource that we could probably use right now. And actually, if I don't see anything, boom, that right there, the strongholds, because we are soon to be entering the late game, and I want to say in about 20 years, we're going to be having a crisis that is going to get ready to roll in. Now, it's not guaranteed that it's going to roll in exactly about 20 years, but around that time, it should be going there. All of your resources are belong to Kita. Yes, they were for a second, and they were a lot worse about 30 minutes ago, but now we're back on track. Yo, Frankie Beans.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding right there. A subscription for 4 months, a 4-month streak. Wow. Ooh, sad thing is I won't be able to do a 5-month streak. Hopefully no worries. Hey, you don't even have to worry about that. Just the fact that you're here means more than enough to me. But thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Excuse me, guys. I just cut my lawn too, so you may see me have the sniffles here. Just when all that grass kicks up, the grass rises and kicks my butt. And so yeah, here I want to add another agricultural district, but I might wait for that. What we can do is we can add a tile blocker clear to that. And then back on Planet Unity, guys, look at that. 0 unemployed pops. Hay fever, is that what I have? Yeah, because man, just where I live at, there are I don't have dandelions in my yard. I don't have sunflower, or no, not sunflowers. There's dandelions, and then what are the little yellow guys? Are those those are not sunflowers. Those are dandelions. Man, cutting those things up and then just watching them go poof and sending out their little pores and things just puffs me up really bad. Welcome, man. Appreciate the content on here and YouTube. Yo, thank you so much. And I'm still trying to get a little bit better at making content on YouTube as well. Look, in a couple of my videos, I said I was going to add some chapters to them just after my stream. You know, I'm coming off of a 8-hour and 30-minute shift. And so some nights after my stream, you know, I'm just beat. I want to go to bed. I try to update as much as I can. I try to give just like some basic details on that YouTube channel. Whenever I just get like some free time, I will do my best to just add some chapters to those, because I know that you guys are watching some of these streams and they're like 3 hours long. And me as a YouTuber, I tend to only watch longer form content when I'm at work. So I try to add chapters. That makes it a little bit easier for people to skim through these things. But yeah, if you're enjoying the long form content, awesome. I'm going to keep making them. They're all yellow. Yeah, okay, that is true. Yellow dandelions, buttercup tulips. There we go. Yes. So I usually work Mondays through Fridays, and every day, like I have to try, like in the morning, I'll wake up about 2 hours before work. I'll try to like set up some content that I can, like whenever, if you guys go to my Twitter page or even my Discord, every time I get on, like every time I post something on my Twitter page, like saying, hey, I'm playing Stellaris, I'll add a picture, I'll add like something describing what I'm doing in my game. I do all that in the morning before I go to work. And so I'll wake up about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before I got to go to work, brush my teeth, get cleaned up, eat some breakfast, and then hop on my computer and just start trying to put together something. And then after that, I go to work. I don't have to worry about like putting something together when I get back home. Come back home, exercise, take care of the house, talk to my wife, do what I gotta do, play some Stellaris, have all that content I made in the morning ready to go, and boom. I feel that, man, your Stellaris video helped me after forgetting everything. Yo, I gotta make some more stuff because there's so much stuff that's been added to it. But I believe Frankie Beans is talking about the beginner's guide, which that was one of my first videos. And looking back, I'm just like, man, I saw so many mistakes that I made that I do want to go back and fix that up a little bit and maybe make a either a guide, or I just want to start breaking down things that I've noticed in the game. And so Terrible Hamster, yo,
Ding, ding.
12 gifted subs to the channel. Thank you so much for gifting that to Key Orion. Key, enjoy that subscription and enjoy the access to some of my new emotes. Actually, they're not new, but to me, they're always going to be new because I had someone create them. Space Mousy, who did a wonderful job on some of my animated emotes and some of my other ones that I had some other creators make as well. And so, guys, going back to my planet. So any planet that has 0 jobs, I'm going to be upgrading some of these buildings here. Oh yeah, and there are all of my emotes there. Jeez Louise, that is a lot of emotes. Here on Habitat Hawksworth, let's upgrade this habitat. And these habitats are starting to get a little bit bigger, which is good, which is very good. And I have the ability to upgrade 2 of them. Can we make it 3 for 3? There it is, 3 for 3. A 4-peat? Oh my goodness, we are upgrading all these habitats at the same time. And I think we've reached our limit there. But guys, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I appreciate it a bunch. Today, actually, I got my Twitch payout and it's going right back into my content. I'm actually saving up. I'm trying to get a new PC so that I can edit my content a little bit easier, because right now I have this setup, which I would actually like to use this setup as my editing PC or my editing station. And then I want to have another one to help or to stream with. And so all these funds, all of these things, wow, we are getting close to a hype train. What in the world happened? I actually don't have a specs button yet, but you know what? You've given me some inspiration here to maybe add a specs button to my stream. But yeah, right now my PC it's in need of a upgrade right now. I've had this computer for about 3 years. A fixing could do. It could help me out a little bit. And so all of my stuff that I have, it's good, and I'm working with it. That's been the gist of my entire stream career, is working with what I have. But improvements never hurt. And so if I can get better equipment, I would absolutely love to. I'm sure as everyone else would. Okay, and so outside of that, let's see. We still need some more minerals. And once again, anytime I see these robotic assembly plants, we are swapping those out. Do I remove dust from my PC often? I do, but I think I have a situation with my fan right now, and I bought some parts for it, but I'm almost too afraid to replace the fan. What I'm gonna do instead is just build a whole new PC. Kind of weird, right? I can build a PC, but I'm too afraid to like fix it. I'm afraid of taking anything apart right now and then my PC just not working. And so I can put a PC together, but I don't know if I can really fix one, if that makes any sense. All right, so let's scope around here, see what buildings I could add. And I'm not seeing what I could use in particular. I already have a mining building on this world. I just want to find something to replace this building with instead. And so if I were to build another stronghold here, which I think I might just replace all of my robotic plants with strongholds. And yeah, actually, Terrible Hamster, since you brought it up here, I even have 2 of these electronic duster cans here. This is not a sponsor, but those are my dusters I use. I have a lot of things like just kind of organized over here so that usually like monthly, maybe every other month, I'll try to clean that PC up. I would advise open up the case and lightly dust it out. Just be careful to remove the cables and you will be fine. Yeah, make sure I turn my computer off, all that jazz, and I give that PC a nice cleaning. And so this world has 61 available jobs. We're gonna have to see what happens once we upgrade all these buildings to see if that equals out or levels out there a little bit. And here, once again, is my stream frozen? I think we're okay right now. I'm checking on all vitals right now. Everything's looking okay to me right now. I don't know if you maybe might have paused the stream here. Fix, okay, cool. Yeah, I have to make sure. I was like, holy moly. As soon as we talked about fixing PCs here, my PC's like, wait, what? I'm broken? Then let me act like it. But yeah, we'll come back to some of these worlds here. Nearly every planet and habitat is getting fixed. Look at this. Every world, we have so many jobs, so many tile blockers, so much of everything right now just on the way. And so I'm actually looking forward to seeing some of these changes here, especially with those minerals and those consumer goods. So much has been added, man. Like, I've turned off DLCs to get the hang of the game. Hey, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, if I only had the base game of Stellaris, I would still be playing Stellaris right now. I would still be playing Stellaris. But guys, look at this Federation over here. This is dangerous. When I see something like this, I don't see a unified galaxy. I see a galaxy bracing for either war or everyone just surrendering to one
Engineers
federation.
have cleared a blocker.
And honestly, this could trigger some sort of federation war between a couple of empires here. And so we're gonna switch it. So this is our regular empire map mode. We're gonna switch to the opinion map mode. And right now, a lot of empires do not like my empire. Sounds like a personal problem. I don't think any of them will be dealing with it, but let's check these guys out. So the Batoxians, we have to watch out for these guys because they have an overwhelming fleet compared to mine. They're also hostile towards us. And we got to deal with them. Now over here, I left a federation. And we have to have excellent relations with the TechNet system in order to join them. Oh yes, oh yes. That's one thing that I definitely try to stay on top of, Terrible Hamster, is making sure that Dusty Dust McDusterson stays off of my PC for sure. Because yeah, like I said, I mean, when you guys, you know, give me subscriptions and give subscriptions to people in my community, that goes back to me. And so this is kind of like an income for me. But yeah, it helps me, you know, get better equipment. And so if I don't have a PC, it's going to be harder for me to stream for you guys. And so I appreciate that. And that's why whenever that happens, man, I try to make sure that I say thank you and make sure that that person knows that I do appreciate all subscriptions that come my way. So yes, thank you so much. These minerals, holy moly, we're gonna have to sell some other resources here to get those back on track there. And once again, we are now going to be able to upgrade some more of these buildings here. And so I've been replacing a bunch of the commercial zones here as well. And with these, let's see, I'm not seeing many more resources here, but I do see that our tech just jumped up from 2K all the way up to 3K. Wow. Wholesome streamer moment. Yo, I got a wholesome community. What can I say? I'm just feeding off of your guys' energy right now. And so all of this is all because of you guys. I mean, I work too, but like I said, all of these gifted subs, man, they help me out. And just like I said, it's kind of like you guys are lifting me up and helping me get the equipment that I need. And so here it looks like we need a ruler job, but yo, not everybody can be the president of the United States here. And so, well, these days, anyone can be, but we're not going to dive into politics. We're going to leave this into Stellaris here. And so we're going to go ahead and continue adding more mineral purification plants. Again, we need more minerals. Actually, you know what? If I don't have minerals now, that might be a building that I start to add on a lot of my other worlds. And if there's ever any open building slots like this, we'll probably, you know what? I want to build research labs, but I want to slow down on that because, ow, that was a weird bite. The consumer goods are still in the negative, so we'll slow down on upgrading research labs and anything that requires mineral upkeep. And if I see any more of those commercial zones, there we go. So we got another one here. Let's see. If I were to upgrade this mineral purification plant into a mineral purification hub, it'll cost me a little bit of moats, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got 11 volatile moats, and so we will be looking to upgrade some of those buildings as well. And cool, like I said before, I'm really starting to think things are leveling out here, and that is very good for us. Very, very good. Wow. And so not only did we bounce back from that crazy recession we had after conquering other planets, but now we're doing even better than when we started. And so the Galactic community has passed a Non-Interference Act resolution forbidding empires from holding any pre-FTL interference policies except for non-interference. Now, our empire is currently in breach of this resolution. Shall we change our policies to be in compliance? And sure, yeah, we don't even have pre-FTL species in my borders, and so we'll comply to this. I didn't plan on conquering them. Really, I plan on conquering the entire galaxy, but they don't know that yet. And we're going to keep it a secret for now. And so Gauss cannons, this is going to be my next technology and engineering that we go for next. The Galactic Council is voting for new members here, and I still do not have enough. Let me see what resolution we're in breach of. Oh, so this is probably, let's see, I can't tell what my empire's in breach of. Our empire defaulted. And so this was from the lack of resources we had earlier. I don't see... Guys, let me know if there's a place where you can see what is causing the... Here, let me go back to the galactic community here. I wonder what resolution it is that... So I know it's not this one because I did change this. Minor research sanctions. Let's see. What is this from? Empires that have been denounced. Now, we're not denounced. Military sanctions, not that. Nope. I'm not seeing what the cause is for my diplomatic weight to be impacted from that. What am I losing? So I'm losing a little bit of diplomatic weight from the galactic community because I'm in breach of galactic law. I got this icon right by me. Oh, there we go. So it went away. So it was the policy we had. But still, that is not going to be enough unity. I need more. Really, I need a subject that I can conquer. And the Whisker Warriors, I'm telling you, they look nice. They look nice. Let's go to our fleet manager here, and we are going to go ahead and reinforce as many ships as we possibly can right now. I think total, we're going to close out this planet tab for now. We do have a mineral shortage as well, which is starting to go back below the situation threshold. But we have about 8 ships on the way. That's not a whole lot. We'll be sure to make sure that those are still being merged. Now, a couple of my leaders have been picking up some negative traits. This right here is not good. Not good at all. But let's see what's going on next in the galactic community. So we have this administrative insight here. We're gonna start voting on resolutions or supporting resolutions that we think would benefit us, and hopefully they will be passed along to the Senate floor. And so subjects will have a 25% ethics attraction towards their overlord's fanatic ethics. Okay, I could support that because I would love to have some more subjects in the future. The Charter of Worker Rights. This gives us extra diplomatic weight from POPs. We have a lot of those. I will support this. The Tin Yankee Conservation Act. Don't care about this. Not one bit. Same thing as banning sentient slave trade. Negative. Don't care. Repeal regulated growth. Get out of my face. Come for the fallen. Get out of my face. Repeal buzzword standards. All this repealing stuff. Actually, just the rest of these. All this stuff. Get out of my face. We don't care about any of those resolutions. These are the only 2 that we want right now. The consumer goods are getting closer to making profits once again. And for this fleet here, let's go ahead and upgrade it. It's only going to cost me 430 alloys. Cuckoo. And now we have a new Galactic Council. Yay. None of them are me, but that is one of my goals, is to join the Galactic Council or have enough diplomatic weight to join it. Let's keep our game going. Guys, the year is 2360. The Galactic Farmers Market has constructed a science nexus. Now, speaking of megastructures, I have one that is on the way here. This is the hub, or just the site of our science nexus. I'm going to need some alloys to upgrade this bad boy so that we can increase our technology even further. But next up, let's see here. We got some society tech. So let's go for, we have plenty of food at the moment. The Paradise Dome building, let's see, what does this do? This gives us 6 housing and more amenities. Don't need that. Let's go for the nutrient replication. This gives us 15% food from jobs and from starbase constructions. That's going to add even more food to our income. And let's go back to selling food. There you go. So about 130 food that we're going to be selling there. That should be enough to give me a nice little boost to my energy upkeep, or my energy per month. Alpha needs no feeble Senate resolutions in his face. Yeah, get that mess out of my face. If you're going to vote on banning, attacking the Tin Yankee, get that out of my face. I don't want to see that. We want important resolutions here. And so here we have another planet, 13 jobs available. Good. Another Gaia world here has low jobs. And so let's see, how many exotic gases do I have left now? Wow, I've maxed out at minor artifacts. That's pretty good. Wow, still so many exotic gases available here. We're gonna upgrade a few more of these research complex buildings. And our tech is about to skydive here in a second. Or skyrocket, that's the word I was looking for. All right, and once again, yes, we still need more minerals, but The mineral purification hubs they're starting to be upgraded now. Ooh, we are going to turn this administrative office on planet Unity into a mineral purification plant. It is going to cut into my Unity per month, but I mean, hell, right now, oh, we got a new tradition available. Let's go ahead and research, or let's select our next new tradition to start this thing off here. And we got a couple of options. We got some pop upkeep right here that could help us out. The Harmony tradition could be nice. The Statecraft, one of the new traditions. Not sure. You know what? I might stray away from this one for now. I'm not sure if I'm really wanting to jump into that. Discovery should have been researched a while ago, but meh. This one could be good, though. This could be very good. Adaptability. This one could be good as well. All of these could be really nice. Man, adaptability, discovery, and oh my goodness, they're all so good. What do we go with, guys? Here, give me 1 second because this is a tough one. I'm thinking adaptability right now. Either adaptability or harmony. We be robots or organics? We are organic species. Mostly all organics. And I'm thinking harmony might do it. Yeah, so harmony, I'm going to jump to it. It says, few things can match the strength of a content populace working towards a common goal. Must be organics. Robots don't know what harmony is. Yeah. All right, so yeah, harmony it'll be. There we go. And so selecting this tradition will decrease pop upkeep. Well, if you're gonna be with if you're gonna be a crisis soon, yeah, we might go, oh dear. Oh yes. Oh yes, there's a not just yet though. We're not gonna jump the gun too soon on that. You have gone unyielding. I mean, we still can go unyielding. We still have about 3 more traditions to go. But right now, since I have so many pops spread through so many worlds here, it's just, yeah, look at all that housing we have. But yeah, we have 696 pops right now. And so that upkeep modifier is going to be chef's kiss. Absolutely juicy for us at the moment. Now, here's something weird going on. On Planet Boom, this is one of my relic worlds. And it says that I have these districts that are blocked. But when I go to my planetary features, I don't see any blocked districts. And so I don't know if that's either a bug or I don't want to, like, you know, jump and say it's a bug or anything like that if it's not, or if it's just something I don't know what's going on with that world. But yeah, I would like to get that fixed. Just we'll have to jump that bridge a little bit later. I got 87 more food that we are bringing in per month, and now the consumer goods are at 0. And so that is another resource we've gotten out of the negatives. All right, huge. Let's sell some more food. Oopsie, pushed the wrong button there. There we go. So we're gonna sell about 70 more food. We're gonna add that to our trade, and bingo, baby. Your minerals are about to pop. They sure are, but as long as I keep them away from 0, we'll be good. Now, the Whisker Warriors have taken a challenge of building a science nexus, and that is excellent because when I conquer them, it's going to be mine. And we're just going to say, cool, they're overreaching. Let's go ahead and check our claims out here because I'm going to be making some more claims on some more systems, preferably the rest of the Whisker Warrior systems. And so I see there's one here. There's a few over here. We will say, hey, we're just going to pick these out like groceries, and we'll see you guys later. And so we'll make claims on those systems, and then if I were to declare war against this empire, I would be going up against 2 other empires. One who's pathetic. I want to see who's their Federation members. And one of their other empires are superior to us. Like I said, that doesn't mean much to me right now because we had a slow start here just a moment ago, getting our resources back on track. Now that we are, and we're getting closer, guys. We are getting a little bit closer to reaching a stabilized economy here. And so I think with these moves here, our consumer goods will be out of the water there. Let me see once again how many of these exotic crystals or exotic gases I have. And yeah, all these research labs will be upgrading. or just a few of them. We don't want to stay in the consumer good deficit again. But yeah, all of these civilian industries we're going to be upgrading into civilian fabricators. Now, these other empires are starting to build megastructures like it's nothing. Uh-oh, we got gang wars on planet Stellaris here. Let's situate this. All right, so we got martial law going on this planet. We're going to stop that. We're going to end the martial law in this world. And cool. But there is gang wars on this planet. Not much I can do about that at the moment. We have enforcers on the world, so your minerals about the... Oh, yes. I already read that before. Not for long. And so there it is. The consumer goods are back on track. Next up, and last but not least, we just need to get those minerals caught back up. But yo, guys, we just fixed our economy right there. That was getting a little scary for a moment. Like I said, I thought we were going to have some revolts, but here we are. We're still here. And so I'm actually going to go into some of these planets here. And for instance, we have 2 unemployed workers here. It doesn't have to be that way. Oh, and they're still enslaved. And so let's go ahead and liberate these guys. Let's go to our species here, and any species that is not has full citizenship, unless they're robotic, the robots will be servitude, and we're going to keep them robots. We don't want any AI just yet. Let's see here. We have an indentured servitude species. Let's change their rights. They're enslaved, and we're going to allow them to be residents. Now, this is going to burn into my consumer goods a little bit. No worries, though. So we're getting a lot more where that came from. But yeah, that should help our pops be a little bit more happier on some of our worlds. And so the planet that we just had that crime on, or that those gang wars at, I feel like that should help them a little bit. All right, so planet Sol X. This world, I could just go ahead and move these pops to a planet that has jobs available on it. Let's go ahead and do it. That way you guys can be put to work and you're not unemployed. Same thing here. Oh, this is a ruler job. And so there's 3 classes for workers. There's your rulers, your specialists, and your just kind of like regular workers. Now, this golden icon lets me know that we have 1 ruler that is not working. On some planets, this icon could be silver. On other worlds, it could be kind of like a bronze color. That just lets you know the category of the worker job that needs to be fulfilled if you see this icon here. And so the food, it's been kind of switched around again. Excuse me.
Science Division reports success.
And I do not fear negative resources anymore. Not after we just completely fixed all that madness there. And so I'm actually selling a lot of food. We could probably drop that down just a little bit. Consumer goods, though, what in the world? I wonder if it's from all those research buildings that just got filled up. See, this is why you don't want to build too many research labs too fast, because those pops will jump to that job right away. And oh my goodness, we need more consumer goods and minerals again. And so once again, we are going to do another skim through these jobs here, and let's see if there is a way to get more consumer goods. And also, I want to keep my eye on those rare, in this case here, when we upgrade this building, it's going to cost me some rare crystals. And so for my total, where's my special resource? Here we go. We still have 10 rare crystals, and so I should be able to upgrade a few more of those consumer good buildings. And let's see what we have here. And if there's any mining districts available, we'll be sure to upgrade those as well. So since I'm not actually utilizing my naval cap, I actually might go here and replace just a handful of the stronghold buildings until we have enough consumer goods. And as always, I'm always going to upgrade the energy grid buildings when I get the chance. This station has plenty of strongholds. And so once again, the civilian industry is on the way. Now this is going to hurt my minerals as well, but we're going to try and balance out the losses here in a moment. Cool, and so here we have Stellaris. This is one of our relic worlds, and this will be the perfect planet to add about, maybe 2, 3 more mining districts. Now on top of that, this doesn't have a mining building on it. So we go to our resources here. There's a mineral purification plant. Just got to buy a handful of alloys, and boom, another one's on the way. Now that alone, I believe, should give us a nice boost there. Oh, we got some rare technology here. So sapient combat simulations, negative. Staying away from this for now. We do not want our pops being any more intelligent than what they already are. Their only purpose is to make us things like toast and be our microwaves. We don't want living, thinking microwaves. No, no, no. Okay, and so after that, we got 13k alloys. While we were doing all that management to our planets, our alloys were just going all the way up. Heading back to our fleet manager here. Let's see what we got. So we're going to add some ships here. Any ship class that I do not have. So here's the second class. I want the first class. Oh, so the command limit for this fleet is already, it's above the limit. How does that work? I am not sure. What in the world? Am I seeing something wrong here, or what is going on? Because I can't add any ships to this fleet either. Oh, I think they're being reinforced right now. Let me go back to my shipyard here. Nope, no ships are being made at the moment. And so that's something a little funky going on with the fleet management.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
And so in that case, let's just go ahead and make a new fleet here. And I'm just going to add every type of ship to this fleet. And also, we did get Titan technology as well. And so those we will be upgrading. But for starters, actually, you know what? Let's just go 2 Titans. 2 Titans, 2 battleships of each class, cruisers, destroyers, all of that jazz. And we're just going to work our way down until I do not have any more resources. And for these, I'll actually build 4 more of those. And here we go. We are about to reinforce a lot of ships right now. A whole lot. And so we got that civilian replicating complex building researched. And next up, let's go for the cruiser hull points. This will give us a 10% modifier towards that direction. Still trying to stay away from the robot upgrades. And again, we also want to make sure that the minerals are just staying on track right now, because at the moment we are struggling to get those back above water. The minerals and the consumer goods at the same time. And so, yeah, we'll just have to wait a few months here until those buildings build. For my second fleet right here, let's go ahead and upgrade that while we wait. And as you guys can see here, this station, this shipyard, has a huge to-do list. Lots and lots of ships to be made. But no worries, though. It's going to be a fun one here. The Galactic Farmers Market. I see that they have gained control of the L-Gate systems. And once we get our fleets up, maybe a little bit higher here, I'm looking for some conquest. This Federation we used to be a part of, I want to destroy them. Planet Doron. Let's go check this world out. It says that we've restored order. Oh, I believe this is a habitat. Yes, it's an orbital habitat. Order has been restored on this habitat. Let's go ahead and in the anti-crime campaign, we'll upgrade our habitat, and we'll come back to this habitat a little bit later on. Wow. Wow. And so once again, guys, yeah, talk about a complete U-turn right there. We still got some volatile moats, and since this world has no jobs available, we're going to build 2 fortresses on that fortress station. And so cool. Let's go back to one of our relic worlds. Let's see, relic boom. Our relic world boom here has all of its districts made. Let's see here. What else do we have? Let's find some mining districts. Here we go. So Stellaris, this is our other world that has plenty of mining districts. We're actually going to queue up just as many of those as we can. And let's go ahead. Oh, there's a travel advisory in the system, so that's going to lower our trade value. That's crazy. And we could restore these into ecumenopolises. Oh, I actually have the technology for it now. All I need are minerals. And so once we get that mineral situation figured out, we are definitely going to be building or turning some of our relic worlds into ecumenopolises. Okay, and so outside of that, once again, the minerals, we need more of those and lots of those. Keep us out of that negative situation zone. Let's close out the planets. I think we've spent a few in-game years scoping those out pretty much.
Science Division
All
reports
right.
a new breakthrough.
That is absolutely incredible. And so I just remembered we are terraforming 2 planets and we have a megastructure, but Planet Parsec 2 is soon to be terraformed into that Gaia world. That is going to be very nice. And as you guys can see here, I've slowed down on upgrading those research labs right now. We still have a few more jobs that need to be filled in, and I would like to see those impact the negative resources in my economy right now. The predictive consumerism. This is going to increase artisan output by 10%. Yes, we need that. We'll have that in 10 months. And for our next technology, I'm seeing a lot of rare tech here. Let's go for the targeted gene expressions technology next.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
All right, so cruiser hull points are completed. We're going to go for another cruiser hull points modifier as well. And yes, now we just kick back and wait a little longer here. And so going to my edicts. Let me find my edicts. And we got a couple of options here for some edicts that we could go for. Geez Louise, 460 alloys per month right now is what we are bringing in. And so I know that I have the energy credits for it, but man, selecting this industrial subsidies, it'll be good, but it'll make me go over my my edict fund, and it'll start to cut into my unity. The thing is with my unity, I'm trying to keep that a little bit higher too, so that, I mean, it's already taking me 50 months with 545 unity per month to get my next tradition. And so I'll try not to cut too much into that that resource there that we're exploiting. And there we go. Parsec 2 has been terraformed into a Gaia world. Wow. And so that is going to benefit my pops and my empire together. The pops are happier. The consumer goods have been dropped down to -2 now. And once again, I got to buy some more minerals. Jeez Louise. But yeah, there it is. That has been taken care of. Incredible. Still got a lot of housing on this planet, but man, oh man. That's looking a lot better than what it was before. Here, let's see.
Science Division reports success.
Let me see. You know what? I might go ahead and replace this Galactic Stock Exchange building. And yeah, just trying to squeeze in as many more minerals as we can. As many more. I believe here I'm breaking a Stellaris rule, having a alloy foundry and a consumer building up on this world at the same time. But man, we've upgraded this habitat now, and we have more districts available. And so, for this being my generator station, I mean, the more energy credits, the juicier. And so we'll get 2 more of those on the way. That should open up a plethora of jobs on this habitat. Same thing with this one. We're just going to go to the moon with the energy credits. Here, Tronchet, this is my fortress world. So we got pretty high amenities. And again, we're going to be taking a slight cut to the naval cap here and getting... Oh, I still can't build... Oh, I can! A mineral purification plant. And this is one of the few habitats that does have a mining district on it. And so right away, I'm going to get the last 2 of those made on this habitat. And then we'll try and update that in a little bit. This is supposed to be a bureaucratic station, but there's only so much that we can produce here. Instead, I'm going to change this habitat to a factory station. All right, and so now I'm going to buy just like maybe, there we go, about 7,000 minerals, so it keeps us out of the water for a little bit longer. And if this is going to be a factory station, I'm going to go ahead and replace one of these alloy foundries again with more minerals. Actually, I can't do it here because we do not have any mineral districts on this planet. And so instead of having this be a factory world, I think I might switch this to an industrial world instead, so that we get modifiers from both metallurgists and artisans. But still, there it is. The consumer goods are nice and out of the negatives there. And then as soon as I say it, we go right back into it. Alrighty, and so here we got another building we can replace. Oof. I already got a mineral purification plant on this world. I have an alloy foundry, and you know what? Let's replace some of these agricultural districts with, oh man, I can't build any mining districts on here. And that is definitely what we could use more of. And so yeah, maybe we're gonna go to some of these newer worlds that we reconquered, and I'm gonna start changing some of these here. Oh, so this world here has plenty of mining districts. We'll get 2 of those made, and we are just gonna bomb rush all of the the mining districts right away so that we can just knock the situation out of the park.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
All right. So yeah, any mineral districts I see, it doesn't matter the world. This planet has a lot of agricultural districts, and so let's not build another one and instead just replace one of our agricultural districts. Now these I'm definitely not going to be replacing too fast, but right now we need those minerals. Now we have an agenda available, and let's see what we got here. We have no launch agenda at the moment. And talk about timing. The infinite opportunities. When I launch this is going to increase pop happiness by 10%. Now, even though my planets are stable, that extra happiness is going to be extra juicy. Now, the inner stability, I needed that a while ago, but we don't have it. Do those agendas only last a short while? Kinda. So for 10 years. I don't know if that's a short while for you in your games, but to me, that's a decent amount of time. And so when you set them, and so here, we'll go ahead and set an agenda now. Just gotta find one that would be a good fit here. All right, so military buildup. I would love to build up my fleet once again to what it was before. Let's go ahead and get that squared away. So while this is being initiated, the initial modifier, there it is. And so that's going to be in effect right now. And so these highlighted modifiers there, all of these here, these are what's active. When I initiate it, you get even bigger bonuses here. And so, yeah, but what I'll do is I'll wait until my launched agenda is finished, because usually when you initiate an agenda and by the time it's ready to be activated, you'll still have a few years to go on your launched agenda. And so I'll show you what I mean once we get there to like not launch it just yet. But yeah, here we're gonna go for that gateway activation technology. Even though the L gate's already been opened up, let's head back over to my fleet manager as well, and let's see about upgrading some. See, where did my ships go? I am so confused because I keep building ships. Oh, here they are. What? This is not the fleet design that I had. I had just made a 3rd fleet, and this is all scrambled here. All right, so I guess we're going to be doing this again. We're going to be adding some ships to this new fleet. And I just like to have a diverse group of ships all doing their thing. We got 14K alloys. Let's see here. And again, I'm just adding a little bit of everything here. There we go. And so let's go ahead and reinforce all of that. I might not be able to build all of those ships, but a lot of them are on the way. And so once again, we are getting a huge wave of more ships entering our empire, or being created for my empire. And boom, this right here, speaking of ships, this is the technology that I need next. I keep having to relaunch the same agendas. And so yeah, you'll have some that repeat. You can get some more agendas through technology. And I think there's some situations that add, I think ethics, depending on what ethics you have, you'll have different agendas. But yeah, you'll want to keep relaunching some of the same. That's what happens in my game so far. Like I've been relaunching some of the same agendas, but some of them are very powerful. And so I would definitely make sure you're utilizing those, because some of those can be really good for you. All right, so we still have a huge amount of food here. And again, we are still trying to tackle these minerals. And so I'm going to go for those agricultural districts next. And if I see any of them or any of these mineral purification hubs that we can upgrade to, we will get on top of that ASAP. And so yeah, right now, just the main focus is to get those minerals squared away here. And this world has a lot of them. This world actually has a lot of available jobs on it. And so let's see if we can find some pops to get to work on Where's that world at? Here it is. Stellaris. And they're unemployed on this world too. What's the dealio? Oh, they're rulers. They want those ruler jobs. They can't have them though. We don't have any ruler jobs available. And so beggars can't be choosers in this case. They're going to have to get on top of that. And there we go. And so all these changes here should help us out a little bit more. Planet Sanctuary, one of my favorite worlds right now. This world alone should be able to produce enough food to help sustain my empire for a while. Here I have another habitat that we could probably, yes, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade that now. Let's do a quick skim through some of these habitats though and make sure none of them need to be upgraded again. And holy moly, just looking at those 59 jobs, man, I feel like I got so many jobs on this world here. Let's maybe switch one of these city districts out, and I need some minerals again. Let's go with another, to avoid the agricultural districts, we're gonna go with an industrial district here. And I don't want to build too many of those just yet. Oh, nope, definitely don't want to upgrade the commercial zone. I want to replace this. And let's just see what options are available out there. Let me check those special resources, make sure, you know, we could go for either some rare crystals, but I know that cuts into the minerals again. When in doubt, tech it out. More technology then. And so that was one of the few remaining commercial zones that I noticed on some of my worlds here. And so, yeah, we might jump back onto building more research labs, especially now that I have 92 consumer goods. All right, so here, just to, yeah, see, when I replace those galactic stock exchanges, I feel like that helped. And that also causes my rulers, I think merchants fall in that ruler category. I think they end up losing their job here. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that one on this world for now. Here we have, this is not a agricultural world. And so let's replace one of these agricultural districts with, once again, more minerals. All right, and so guys, I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. I think we got everything back on track. For our next engineering technology, we're gonna go with the flak cannons, the new tier level there. And why? Okay, I was gonna say, one of my leaders has a new trait, our governor here. And let's see, what traits does she already have? So she has extra minerals from jobs and extra trade value. Let's go for the shipwright, decreasing ship build speed and the cost. There we go. A new trait and a resolution has been passed, and that gives us a favor due to the politics tradition tree. Every time a resolution is passed that we support, we get a favor from the empire that the resolution was passed for, and every resolution that's passed that is not ours, we end up gaining more diplomatic weight. All right, so I'm going to sell a handful of these upkeep resources because we're going to be buying some more alloys here because I want to try and upgrade a megastructure. I'm getting all these alerts about alien megastructures being created. We're going to have to step our game up here. And so in due time, we'll have enough alloys here to upgrade that in a moment. Let's go for that Giga Cannon engineering technology next to add to my ships. And again, just all these worlds are kind of all over the place right now. A lot of these to micromanage. A lot of worlds. I know there's the option to plan it, to automate the world, but I usually tend to just do these all myself. And so hopefully this doesn't cut too much into the stream. I'm going to be sure to keep the stream going for now so that we're still just kind of gaining progress throughout the years. And so Sentry Array, that's going to be our next technology we research as well. Let's go ahead and merge these fleets all together. Something's not right. That can't be right because I still only have 362 fleet power. And so this time, let's go to our fleet manager and we're going to try. See, look at this. What is this? I'm so confused. Where are my ships going? Let's build some more. So another new fleet is on the way, but yeah, this is like the third time now that I've built some ships and they all just kind of disappeared. All right, so let's try and reinforce all of these guys again. And we are going to see if that increases there. All right, now the food has dropped. If we can go back to Planet Sanctuary, and we're going to build a agricultural district. Now, I am selling a lot of food as well. I could stop selling it, but I like having the extra energy credits. And we'll see where all this lands to in a moment. And so, finally, at last, looking through these planets here, everything is slowly but surely starting to stabilize out. And I'm just checking here to see if there's anything I can upgrade or try and fix here. Uh-oh, and Planet Flaxington has had some terraforming complications. And so our long project on Planet Flaxington has frustratingly ended in partial success. As the final valleys were undergoing terramorphing, a malfunction occurred in the biomass realigner, leading to the creation of large swath of terraforming residue. While not dangerous to our colonists, it means that the planet is in a bit more cramped for the time being. Oh, and so this is just going to add a few tile blockers to Planet Flaxington, but no worries though, because this planet is a Gaia world now. And so when I clear these out, it's just going to add a max district. We'll get those cleared out right away, and then afterwards, let's see. Can I upgrade anything here? Let's upgrade our fortress world. Okay, and so after that, I'm pretty sure now, just right now, we should be okay. Maybe, just maybe, we will be okay. And I'm starting to see my food is going up. I'm wondering if pops are moving to my Planet Flaxington. This could be a thing too if they're moving to this world as well. In this case here, let's go back to Planet Sanctuary, and I usually don't add these farm buildings, but I think with our food dropping a little bit lower, that's going to be a necessity here. And man, I really wish this Gaia world was a little bit bigger. It's a small Gaia world, but yeah, one thing we could do, and we haven't done in this run yet, is upgrade some of our planets here. And for my agro world, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And so my leader has retired. What? Leaders can retire? No. My Minister of Defense at that as well. And so we'll move our High Admiral here, Mr. Yoshida Yamazaki, to be our new our Minister of Defense. And for our new Lord High Admiral, we can go ahead and assign... Let's recruit a new Admiral. And so we got a couple of options here. Ooh, both of these admirals have the private mines trait level 2, giving us extra minerals per month. But Hiroto Tanaka has more traits here, and so I'm going to select him. It's going to cost us some unity, but now we have another admiral. For my relics and minor artifacts. Earlier on in the game, I was using the Omni Codex, but we have so many pops right now, and we're just now starting to get them all kind of like under control. We're gonna go for the Yet Cairo core again to decrease that ship upkeep. Now, Dacha 2, it looks like we have a mob rule, and it says the dormant crime syndicate of Dacha 2 recently eliminated the last of its competitors to achieve complete control over the planet's extensive criminal world. Now, they have long since undermined the real planetary authorities, and the local population now looks upon these gangsters as the true rulers. Oh, heck no. And so this world has the mob rule. We're gonna go to our decisions here, and we're gonna launch a anti-crime campaign on this planet. And I'm looking here and I'm seeing that there are no enforcers on this world or enforcing jobs. And so let's go ahead and add a precinct house, and we're gonna squash all of that. We're not going to have gangsters running one of our planets. No way, Jose. That is going to be dealt with right away. And I'm actually going to go to my plans here and see if there are any worlds that I have any martial law on, like this planet in particular. And since we have such high stability... Whoopsie. I think that was... What world was that? Oh, here it is. Planet Flaxington. Let's make the decision to end the anti-crime campaign. And honestly, I think this world should be okay for now. We'll upgrade it later if we get the resources for it, but Yeah, other than that, just checking out some of these other planets. I'm seeing a lot of low crime, which is wonderful. Here we got martial law again, but the planet's at 78% stability. Actually, let's build some more districts here while we're at it. I need more of these minerals. And so throughout this run, I've just been needing more and more minerals. So actually, I might add a leisure district for now, and we'll come back to this world later. Actually, you know what? I might just add one of those and maybe another city or a habitation slot to open up a building slot here. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, what I'm seeing here is all of these habitats. We were upgrading those earlier. Now they have more districts available. And let's see. For this one, we have plenty of housing already. And just one leisure district. Man, boost those amenities pretty high. And so let's go for another industrial district here as well. And this is one of the things I'm mainly combating with my resources. And so this planet has plenty of jobs available. They're all mostly minor jobs, and that's what we need at the moment. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over here, and even though we have some worlds that do have unemployed pops, I'm closing this tab out because there are plenty of jobs spread out through all my planets. Let's continue our game, and let's now focus on something else like star bases. And so some of these star bases do have modules open, and I'm going to add those hydroponic bays as well as upgrading a few of them because I see that I can build a interstellar recruitment office as well. And I would love to encounter some more paragons if they're out there. All right, and so next up for engineering tech, let's just go ahead and go with the flak battery technology again. And I do see that the naval cap is starting to go up a little bit, thank goodness. We got all those battleships on the way. I got plenty of alloys as well. I'm gonna reach out to TechNet. What's up, guys? This is one of my favorite trading empires so far. And what I want to do is offer you a trade deal. Now, I could use some more. Oh, they're saying heck no to the alloys. I wonder if they're spending them right now. In that case, let's go to the Galactic Farmers. And I'm gonna offer them a trade deal. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Give me all the alloys, 30,000 alloys. What do you guys want? Because I'm pretty sure I got minor artifacts. We'll see if they want those. I haven't been using those at all. I give them all my minor artifacts. That'll be enough to make this a favorable trade deal for them. Someone said it best in the last stream. You don't really need them until you need them. But let's go to my special resources here, and I got a lot of those exotic gases. And so let's just, sprinkle some of these. There you go. About 100 exotic gases won't hurt, but they will increase our opinion with the Galactic Farmers Market. We will say toodles to those guys, and we will wait and see if they accept our trade deal. Food is back on track. Wonderful. Minerals, almost there. We just want to have those in the positives. I like keeping my resources in the positives, and there it is. 30,000 alloys, putting me at 42 total. Let's upgrade this science nexus. Let's grab another one of our construction ships. We're gonna move them here. I want to keep these mega structures kind of close to my home system. And what can we do here? Can I build a ring world? I can build an orbital ring. I could build a quantum catapult. That has to be built around a neutron star or a pulsar in that case. Oh, and I can only build one megastructure at a time, but I could change that if we go to our policies and edicts. I believe there is a, where are you at? Oh, I don't have any of the ambition trait or any of the ambition edicts right now. But if I did, there's one, the architectural renaissance, that allows you to build 2 megastructures at once. But right now, we'll only be working on upgrading that science nexus. And so doing so is going to increase my technology even further, even though we're already at 3K right now, which is really nice. We could probably get that up even higher. All right, so once again, we are merging these fleets. My shipyard has finished building those ships. Let's upgrade some, let's upgrade something. Like our fleets. There we go. And so these guys are getting fixed right now. And like I said, my shipyard has a lot of work to do. You know what? We could probably upgrade the shipyard. into a star fortress. That way we can build 5 ships at one time. And for here, you know what? All of my defenses, I'm going to be using these alloys just to queue up a bunch of defensive platforms so that just in case some of these other empires are feeling like they want to get a little reckless with us, as the new Batman would say. I mean, maybe not new, but the new or not new. I keep saying new. He's not new, but Batman would say apparently if they want to get nuts, let's get nuts. And so here we're just going to squeeze all these defensive platforms on, especially up here as well, because mostly all of my neighboring empires, they're all pretty hostile towards us. And here, as soon as I say that, we get a diplomatic insult. Oh, these are chosen. They've been insulting everyone. They're a purifying order that's on the other side of the galaxy. Not too worried about those guys. But yeah, just to make sure these systems are just not getting completely steamrolled without a challenge, which they might be. They might get steamrolled here if someone declares war against us. I want them to have to go through some ships here. And so we got a handful of those defensive platforms on the way, and this chosen empire located all the way in this corner of the galaxy appears to be threatening us. Okay, that's cool. And see, once again, where did all those ships go? See, they're gone again. Something's not right here. If we go back to my fleet manager and see, look, it's these same 2 fleets. Something's happening. I can't figure it out. Like I said, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here, but once again, I cannot get it over 390 ships. All right, so our terraforming specialists have now cleared the final terraforming residue on planet Flaxington, and while the cleanup was painful and quite sticky, it was not all for naught. Analysis of the cause of the issue and the fallout has led to furthering our understanding of terralurgy, and so we get a bunch of society points from that. A whole lot. I mean, I feel like that's enough to probably get us to the next technology there. And so here we are going to now see, look, I haven't built any Titans or anything. What? This is not right. So this time I'm going to try and build the ships from my shipyard instead. Oh, and I can't build Titans because I do not have the Titan assembly yard. And so yeah, once this finishes upgrading, we'll add Colossus and we'll be able to build those ships. But for now, I'm just going to have to depend on doing this way. Because whenever I do it in the fleet manager, it's just not letting me. And I wonder if that's why. But it's not building any ships at all. And I need these ships made right away. And so I'm just going to kind of queue these up in a bizarre way there. Man, looking at the way how I do that now, it doesn't seem as efficient, but I wish I could use the fleet manager. It doesn't appear to be functioning at the moment. And so just checking out our planets here, again, low stability along a lot of these habitats and worlds. We're just going to add some minor upgrades. If it's the planetary capital building, sure, we'll go ahead and upgrade those. If there's anything else, maybe another research lab or two, we'll squeeze one of those on. But I really want those pops to fill in those planets before we add some more jobs here. And yeah, I'm starting to get a lot of this ancient technology here. The ancient technology is kind of okay. I feel like I used them a few times before. Maybe I don't know how to use them mechanically just yet, but I thought they were kind of okay for now. Let's see here. What else we got? And so yeah, planets are good. We're going to keep our game going. We are in the year 2368. Guys, 7 years from now. 7 years from this game year. The in-game crisis will be slowly but surely beginning to roll in. Let's see. I believe we had the Great Khan rise and fall very early on, but this looks like a pretty equal galaxy for some of the stronger powers. And I think we're all in pretty close terms here. Let's go to our victory score. And where my empire is located, I'm not sure. We're in 14th place out of 21 empires. And so we got some grounds to catch up on. I do see the fleet is starting to grow just a bit. But with our technology, we're going to go ahead and start just researching all of these megastructure technologies. Now, we have a new tradition. Let's continue down the harmony tree. And let's see what options we have here. First, I want to go for kinship, and so it decreases pop demotion time and empire size from pops. Now, right now, my empire size is at 878, Usually I ignore this, but I think it'll decrease the amount of time it takes for me to unlock traditions, research projects. It says here that empire size is measured of the territorial expanse of your empire in the form of controlled districts, systems, colonies, and pops. A high empire size is a strain on your empire's administrative capacity, increasing the cost of technologies, traditions, edicts, and campaigns, and are easier to infiltrate in espionage. And so, you know, if we have the chance to maybe bring that down a little bit, that could benefit us. And guys, here it is. All resources are back in the positive. And so, thank goodness we are back on the right track there. And let's see, I got a lot of these special resources here. I'm gonna reach out to the Greater Meshman Imperium. Their economy is inferior. We're looking for empires with stronger economies. But definitely not the Patoxians. And before I initially planned on conquering them, now it looks like not so much. And poor Tim Curry Space Exodus, I tried giving them all the resources to help them become a much stronger empire, but I don't know if they managed those very well. And so for the TechNet systems, you know what, I'm going to open my borders to them now. That's going to make them a little less suspicious of us. Still suspicious, but a little less. And let's offer them a trade deal. And so once again, I come with my hands extended looking for some alloys, and they're going to say no to that right away. And so I don't know if it's just them not having the resources or them just not being on our side here. Also, guys, in this run, we are no longer a part of the Federation that we have been in for a majority of this run. I'm letting my resources build up a little bit before we start building some more. Oh, and one of my scientists are MIA. Oh, actually, I think they're the ones that retired. So you know what? I'm actually not going to assign another scientist. I'm going to go ahead and just disband this science ship. We have one right now that is assisting in research on my planets. And just look at this. Look at all these traits he has right now. That is insanity there. But what we're going to do instead is, since I do have a lot of planets now, I have a ruler position that is opened. And even though my worlds have a lot of stability here, I feel like we could maybe get some more, squeeze some more juice out of some of these planets. And so I'm going to skim through here and just see if they're, oh wow, this planet has a lot of, Flaxington, my goodness. This world has a lot of districts here, and I'm just going to add this mineral district. It may not be designated for this world, but those minerals are a little scarce for us at the moment. And we're going to get these 2 generator districts up as well. Actually, I might change it and build 1 city district. That way we can get another job on this planet. Okay, but yeah, outside of that though, yes, I'm going to still kind of kick back, relax, let the pops fill in the planets. There may be some worlds that have no or low available jobs, and that's going to be a-okay because they'll begin to trickle onto another planet. And here is Stellaris. Now this world, I initially wanted this planet to wow, we still have so many mining jobs available. Let's see if we can get a governor on this world. And so right now this world is a foundry world. I believe that's what it's called, or I believe that's what it's designated to. Actually, I don't have a designation for it, but we will make this a industrial world. Hopefully that doesn't hurt my resources too bad for minerals, at least, even though we just got those back up. We have plenty of jobs here. Let's see if we can get a governor on this planet that will fit this world better, or just a good leader for this planet. All right, so I don't see any traits from the recruitable leaders that would help benefit this planet the way I would like it to just yet. But just having a pop on this world to help assist in research, or not assist in research, but assist in governing the world a little bit better would be a little nice. And so we'll just go ahead and recruit another leader to our empire and welcome Vincent Collins, our new governor. And he's going to fill in our leader pool there, and hopefully we can get some more pops on that planet. Maybe not through him, but just, yeah, hopefully we can just get more pops to help out on this world here. And so let me go ahead and resettle. I want to see if there's any planets that have unemployed pops. Wow, no unemployed pops. And so you want to know what I'm gonna do instead? To get some pops actually working on this planet, and this is Stellaris here. Let's go back to the market, and there's a handful of robot pops. Now, I don't think we have enough of these for them to even cause a robot uprising, but we can put them to work. And so let's head back over to, let me see, through all my worlds here. Here is Stellaris. And boom, we got 1 pop. We're gonna get more. Yeah, this is not over yet. We are getting robot pops to work these planets. Boom, and okay. 2 should be good. And we'll see what our minerals jump up to in the next month, if they decide to work that or work those mining jobs. So minerals are at 14, and they're still at 14. That's probably because they did not work those mining jobs. Nope. And who's criminals? Who are the criminals? These guys. These 3 pops are criminals on my planets. They must be dealt with. Oh, I wonder if they filled in the researcher jobs. Where did those robots go? Oh, here they are. They're researchers. Yeah, like I said they were. Cool. So the robots filled in those researcher jobs, no worries. Tech's now at 4K, and so we've jumped up another 1,000 resources. Here on Planet Sanctuary, we still got jobs to go, and so I'm going to hold off on filling this in, but I will upgrade the planetary capital. I feel like this gives me so many bonuses, so many empire modifiers. Can't go away from that. And so if you get the chance to upgrade those planet capitals, here we have another tradition or another technology available. And let me go to my species. I want to see how many robots I actually have in my empire. So going from the most species to the least, I actually have more fungoids than my primary species, the humans. Okay, and so I got about 25, 15, so that puts us at 40, 44. Okay, 44 robots, so that's not a whole lot. So maybe I could go for the Sapient AI technology for physics tech. Sapient combat simulations, and so this is dangerous technology and rare technology, and it's saying here right next to me that running Sapient AIs through high-intensity combat simulations yield valuable insight into potential optimization for high-risk evaluation techniques. Now, this could be very dangerous for us too, because once the contingency spawns in, that could have some dangerous results right there. Some very dangerous results here. And so we have our science nexus that is being made. I will go ahead and research that technology, and I'm starting to see the impact of all these ships being made right now hitting my naval capacity. And so that is good to see here. I want to check up on these other empires. Oh yes, the Whisker Warriors are inferior. Their federation is oh my goodness. All right, so as soon as I see that the Storm Riders, as soon as I see that their fleet power is either pathetic or inferior to us, better yet, I'm just going to increase my naval cap. Look at that, 574 energy credits. That gives us a lot of room here to build more ships. And so let's go to our starbase. I'm going to upgrade this now, and we are going to add, we have 2 buildings that we can add. Let's start off with a, where are you at? What am I looking for? Where are you at? I do not see you. The Titan Assembly Yard. Have I not researched that? It looks like I haven't researched the... Oh, I need a Citadel. That's why. And so we'll upgrade this to a Citadel. Here's the Titan Assembly Yard. It's not an option for me to build just yet. Let me skim through here for a quick moment. Oh, the Interstellar Recruitment Office. I might go ahead and go with this one too, in hopes that we can maybe have a Paragon join us. And since this is my home station, I'm going to add 2 more shipyards to it so that we can build those faster. Now I mentioned earlier that when you are launching an agenda, you're going to want to wait until your current launched agenda is finished. And so see here, now I can, oh wait, it gave me an alert that I could launch that, but it's not ready yet. Yeah, see, I still have 82 months before this is launched, and you can actually use your Unity to launch this agenda early, all right? And so I've actually been wanting to make a video about agendas, and we might do that here a little bit later on this week. But yeah, the agendas will be launched once the other one is finished. But after that, yeah, outside of that, we got all these battleships, all these ships on the way. I feel like after this wave right here is finished, excuse me, man, I got the burps here. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. We're gonna get ready for some war here. And so all I'm doing right now is I got a bunch of ships queued up, and it's going to be go time. We're going to be declaring war against the battle cats who conquered us earlier. We still have not forgotten that. And this is going to be one of our targets as well. And so just to zoom out and make this a little bit easier to see what's going on in the galaxy, here's the Commonwealth of Yang. Now, all of these sort of like olive colors right here, we're going to be attacking this empire first. I'm going to be trying to subjugate them. And before we even get to any of those juicy parts right now, I'm going to start making some claims because we have plenty of influence. Yo, Petrius, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Stellaris Commonwealth of Yang Empire playthrough. Can I get my saber here? Petrius, I now grant you the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elites. Thank you for the follow and welcome to our Stellaris stream. Thank you for stopping by today. You are now knighted into the Knights of Yang, and you are here just in time as we are getting ready to prepare for battle. Hopefully. I'm hoping. But since this system here has a wormhole in it, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this as well, and I'm going to make sure we get some more defensive platforms made up there now. I went ahead and just cashed out as much as I could into that system here. Some of these resources you're seeing, I have a lot of. It is intentional. I'm trying to build up my economy. That way, I would rather have a lot of resources, more than I know what to do with, than a little less, and then, you know, us needing those resources and then needing to start building them. And so, for now, we're going to let these numbers stay a little bit higher. We're going to keep building these up, like I said before, and we'll figure out what to do with them in the moment. But right now, man, from the start of the stream to where we are now, this has been a complete U-turn for the Commonwealth of Man. All right, we had a slight struggle in the beginning. Like I said, we conquered 6 Gaia worlds. Here in a bit, we're going to be conquering some more, and we're going to be starting a path of just full-blown conquest right now. And so we are just getting the foundations of a strong empire underway here on our base. Let's check out the shipyard. We still got ships queued up. Lots of ships queued up. We got the base upgrading into a citadel. Once this is finished upgrading, we got about a little over 500 days to go until this Star Fortress is upgraded into a citadel. We'll be able to add those Titan buildings and Colossus buildings here. And so an empire appears to, oh, nice. Apparently one of the empires has awakened their psionic abilities, and one of my leaders is a part of that race. And so now they'll have psionic abilities. And so let's go to our leader tab here. Which one was it? Someone has that psionic traits. Where are you? Okay, I thought someone did have it. Well, I guess not. Yeah, Kiedis, those looking strong. And just so many traits here. I don't want to go through too many of these, but he has 2 destiny traits. Crazy. Yeah, this character's packing a punch when it comes to impacting my empire, that is for sure. All right, so outside of that, we got another technology, and here we have it, the rare and dangerous technology, the Sapient Combat AI. And so we got to be very careful with that, but we can add that to our ships here. And if I go to my military fleets, oh yes, we can upgrade these as well. They got plenty of alloys for it. And so we will jump on that. And I think now my fleets are starting to reach their naval cap or their command limits. Command limit and naval cap, 2 completely different things. The naval cap's up here. That's how many fleets you can have total when it comes to the size of them. And then the command limit is how many fleet or how many ships you can command in one fleet. And so the Metoxians, let's check that power out. They're still overwhelming to us when it comes to relative power and that military power department. The Whisker Warriors, inferior, still waiting for the Storm Riders to see. We are still equals. And guys, now I'm going to start turning the speed up just a little bit. And we're going to get some progress here. Holy moly. I was like, wait, did it just get dark in here or what just happened? I have my blinds up, so I was like, why is it getting darker in here? Is something happening? Is there any intrigue going on? And so I'm seeing a few little skips here. I think the game is starting to get packed and full. It might be time for some conquest. I'm just not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure what we want to do here. Again, I am, like I said, I stopped building those jobs, but noticed that the resources are still going up. Dacha 2. Good. Order has been restored. Let's take a look at the planet. Here it is, our Gaia world. And so stability, high. Unemployment, slightly low. That's okay, because some of these other worlds, they're Gaia worlds, but they still have... Oh, why can't I terraform my factory world? Let's go to our decisions here, and I'm only lacking minerals. I need 18k minerals right now in order to turn planet Boom into an ecumenopolis. And so let's see if I can actually buy that. Holy moly, I just did. And so let's go back to that world here. Where is Planet Boom? Will it be an option? There it is. So we now have the option to turn our first relic world into an ecumenopolis. All right. And by the way, ecumenopolis, just one of my favorite words. It's just a nice, it sounds so nice, ecumenopolis. And so if we were to restore this relic world into an ecumenopolis planet, it says that it turns the planet into an ecumenopolis, increasing housing, resources, resource production, and pop growth. And it unlocks a special arcology district at the expense of the planet's natural resources becoming inaccessible, preventing all further construction of generator, mining, and agricultural districts. Let's do it. I do know, I feel like that's going to hurt my minerals, but let's see what this turns those. Do I really want to do this right now? Because I feel like this is going to hurt. How about this? Let's hold off on that for now, even though I did just buy all those minerals, which is okay because I could probably go through some of these planets and upgrade some of the buildings. Let's look for some planets with low job usage. And wow, I feel like all of these worlds are just perfectly balanced out right now. We have only one volatile moat. Huh. And so maybe like here on planet Stellaris, we can go back and add not just one, but we'll squeeze in 2 chemical plants that'll give us some more volatile moats. Here we have planet Sol X. All right, so those volatile moats will be on the way. So let's look for here. So we have exotic gases, so maybe we could upgrade some research labs, but I only want to upgrade the research labs, not the research complexes. And so research labs turn into research complexes. I don't want to upgrade the research complexes into advanced research complexes because that's going to burn way more consumer goods than I can actually produce right now. And so a galactic resolution has been proposed. Word has reached us from our contacts at the galactic community that legislation is in the works that would ban, so this is the slavery thing again. We're trying to ban slavery. Yes, get it out of here if we can. We actually haven't been using that in this run though, even though I do have what kind of empire do I have? I have a xenophobic, fanatic militarist empire. And so we're not actually keen to even liking species to begin with. We just don't like them. We don't even want them on our planets. And so again, yes, just going to do a quick skim through here as well and look for those research labs. And guys, the tech, 4K. It is very nice. I like having high tech. I know that you can probably increase that much, much higher, but like I said, from where we were to where we are now, it's looking juicy. And so this is going to be the only research complex that I do upgrade. Hopefully it doesn't burn my resources, in particular the consumer goods, too badly. Oh, here goes the research lab here. We'll go ahead and upgrade that. Another one. 2 of them. 3 of them. There's 4. And so I'll slow down on here. But yeah, so much going on in our empire. Man, the Commonwealth of Yang. And so just getting powerful just by making some of these moves and not necessarily attacking other empires just yet. Now, let's go to our home system here. We should have a citadel up. And we do. The citadel has been created. Now, we can go to our building slot here. And like I mentioned before, I will now have the option to build this building. Here, let me see if I can get it. So this right here and the one below it. It's a Titan assembly yard and a colossal assembly yard. This will allow me to build much bigger Leviathan-like ships, and both of those are squared away. Now, let's go ahead and add just 1 ion cannon and another defensive platform, just in case another empire feels like attacking me. Now, in my home system here, the Deneb system, we do have a wormhole, and if I click on that, it's going to take me to this little bitty, oh, there's a whole planet here. Let's go ahead and colonize this. I did not even realize it. And I feel like for this world, and I wish I would have had robots. This is the only time I really like using robots, is for worlds like this. We're going to use a robot to colonize. Man, these are some cool names. Rattenbury. We're going to use robots to colonize this relic world next. And I'm going to designate this probably energy credits. And so once again, I got an alert, and every time I see that alert, it reminds me I need to make sure my megastructure is being made, and it sure is. The Science Nexus is halfway through being constructed into its next form. Now, it's not finished yet. We got, I think, maybe 1 or 2 more upgrades for that habitat. But look at it. There it is. The economy has been fixed.
Science Division reports success.
The economy is fixed. Not only that, we are doing well in all departments right now. All departments. The minerals, they look great. The food is on track. We're selling food as well. Oh, man. That's very exciting. All right, so Harmony. Next up, we're going to switch over to this left tree here. And mind and body. And so by embracing the combination of new meditation techniques and healthier eating habits, a large segment of our population enjoys the greater life expectancy than ever before. We are going to adopt that tradition. And next up, I think have we finished building all the ships? Jeez, we are still building ships. Look at that. We still have destroyers on the way, cruisers. I think we have 3 more ships on the way, but let's check out the fleet power now. All right, so I'm actually curious. Do we have marauders in this galaxy? I don't think so. I'm not seeing any marauders just yet, but yeah, I got a fleet at 107k fleet power right now. I think right now would be the perfect time to maybe form a... You know, I might split one of these fleets off and get a mercenary enclave going. But yeah. Terrible Hamster, yes, the economy is flipped all the way around here. Let's split some fleets. Once they finish upgrading, I'm going to split one to where we only have 50 ships on a fleet, give an admiral away, and have them command an enclave. And so let's assign our next admiral here. We have, or not an admiral, our envoy. Sorry guys, I'm getting my words mixed up. We're going to assign an envoy to the galactic community. Boom, and we still got a long way to go. And so Stellaria, order has been restored. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. So Stellaria is now under control, and I'm pretty sure most of these planets... Oh, wow. So the other empire was using the Mastery of Nature Ascension perk to add more districts to their planet. I wish I had that. It's still an option, but man, that'll be very good right now. And geez, just look at it. All the housing available on these planets, jobs available. This world has some low amenities, and so maybe... Oh, this is a habitat. We'll add a leisure district on it. Those amenities will be taken care of right away. I do see some crime starting to sneak up, and so just to nip that in the butt before it becomes an issue, we'll go ahead and get that precinct house up as well. But other than that, high amenities, high stability. This is personally what I like to manage the worlds myself, because I feel like that I can learn how to do this a little bit better. And in situations like we were in before, where the resources are just struggling, I'm able to fix them on my own. And so if you're playing this, I know I've had a couple of new players come by the stream and just ask me questions in the Discord and things like that as well. Man, 94 stability. I would say that one of the best ways to learn how to manage your planets is to make mistakes and just try to figure out what buildings have what requirements. And depending on how deep in you want to go with micromanaging your planets, and it's all up to you. But as you can see here, it is not as hard as it looks. Now there is a learning curve to it, yes, but the space kitties, they have built a science nexus, and we have claims on that system. And so this is wonderful, because every time I see these alerts that another empire is building a megastructure, especially one of my rivals, I'm just like, thank you so much for building that megastructure for my empire. That is much, much appreciated. And so here, I'm going to go back to the shipyard, and I'm kind of worried about building through the fleet manager right now. I'm just going to queue up some more ships here. And there we got some big ships on the way, though. Now, I said it before, but after this next wave, I just want to get my naval cap up a little bit higher. We are close to our maximum naval capacity, and we are going to get ready to declare war against these battle cats. All right, and the battle cats, this is a custom-made empire in my last run. I see that now we are on equal... What? How did they catch up to my fleet power? They should be inferior to me. But preferably, if they would go to war against another empire, that would be perfect, all right? That'd be absolutely perfect. Yo, Terrible Hamster, thank you for sharing that YouTube link. And yes, guys, if you are watching this on YouTube, if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching it. I appreciate it. We will be continuing this stream on Wednesday, at the same time, 6 o'clock p.m. I've been trying to stream a little bit earlier because I know some people, they live a little bit further away from me. I'm in the States, and some people are overseas from me. And so I would like to be able to include them into the streams. And so, yes, Terrible Hamster, thank you for the lurk as well. But yeah, we're going to be switching up the stream schedule a little bit and streaming for 3 hours. Somebody mentioned last week that I should stream a little bit longer with these runs. And on top of that, I agree. I think so as well. Now, I see here that we have this abandoned Ecumenopolis, and let's go back and research that project. I completely forgot that that ascension perk was going on there. Now, it's going to hurt me to move my scientists away from my homeworld because my homeworld has a lot of technology. This scientist has a trait that is very juicy. Let me see if I can find it. First of all, with him excavating this dig site, he has a plus 25% archaeology excavation speed. He has a plus 25 assist research efficiency modifier, which is why I have him assigned to assisting our planets. And then he increases amenity by 40 when he's assisting research on planets. On top of that, his destiny trait increases his archaeology excavation speed by another 75%. Yo, legendary leaders, just leaders in general, are so crazy now. Like, that is huge. And so all these traits, man, this character just became so powerful. I think Keytes is one of the strongest leaders the Commonwealth of Yang has ever had before. And all of these empires are building these science nexuses. When will mine be finished? It is getting closer. We have about 745 days to go, and that'll be done. So my governor has gained a trait. This is Mr. Vincent Collins, and I'm pretty sure we have him assigned to a relic world. I'm gonna add the capitalist trait. More energy credits, sure. The stability, all of my planets are pretty stable right now, and so I've made sure that is so. And here we are going to go ahead and split our fleet. I'm gonna probably split it again, and then let's merge these guys here. I wish I could determine the amount of ships that are split. Oh, here we go. So 100 fleets or 100 ships. Boom. That is what I want. So we'll merge these two together, and then this strike force, let's assign an admiral to it. I'm going to go over my leader cap for just a little bit. There we go. So now I got a slight penalty, but that's going to go away here because we are going to convert this fleet into a mercenary enclave. And so we are debating whether or not to help set up the strike force Cerberus as an independent mercenary enclave. The proposal, first put forward by the fleet commanders, would result in us losing control of the fleet. We would be responsible for providing them with a sizable investment in energy credits and alloys. In return, they would give us a number of shares in the company. These would come at a periodic dividend and special privileges. Now, they assure us that in times of need, they will always be ready to fight for us and our money. And so it is a deal. Now, we are going to lose energy credits, influence, and alloys, which we have a lot of.
What is your profession?
Yes, time to see what's going on. Thank you for the raid and welcome to our you're joining in. We're about to start some action here. But thank you for the raid, everyone from Simon TV's community. Welcome. I'm Alpha Yang Delete. I play lots of Stellaris and other Paradox Interactive games. Right now, we are in the middle of our Commonwealth of Yang run. I'm forming a mercenary enclave. We've been looking at leaders. We turned our economy completely upside down. Corset Bell, what's going on? Simon TV, hello. We are doing pretty good today. How was the stream today? What were you playing? But yeah. When we started the stream today, almost all of my resources were like negative 400 because we didn't colonize. We conquered 6 Gaia worlds, and it just completely wrecked my economy. And from negative resources, like I said, we had like negative 300 in multiple sections of our economy. We flipped it all around, and we had low stability on our planets. Turned that all around as well. And now our economy looks absolutely juicy. We are starting to mobilize our fleets. We are, like I said before, we are forming this mercenary enclave right here. And before we continue, we got a new follower. So Lucius Lucius, I now grant you the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elite. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to our Stellaris stream, and welcome to the Knights of Yang. You've been knighted as a knight of the Yang. Oh yes, a very, very juicy economy indeed. And so here we are going to form a mercenary enclave. And Simus, do you build these enclaves? I kind of know what they do. I think you can hire them to fight for you. But what are like the main benefits of having an enclave? I feel like I need to go watch some videos on them because I still don't fully understand why I would want to let my fleets go fight for someone else. You do nothing with enclaves. I meant, wait, did I say enclaves? I meant mercenary enclaves. Oh yeah, that's what they are, mercenary enclaves. I also need to watch videos on them too. Okay, yeah. I know of them, and every time I see like a video of someone playing like this game, because I like to watch other players play, like do live runs on YouTube and things like that. It's like almost every single video I see it whenever I'm looking on Reddit. People are like, if you're not building mercenary enclaves, like you're literally just doing yourself a huge disservice here. And so I'm going to square away with this one. So Corset says that they give you money if they go fight for others. Oh. And so, yeah, okay, so that I noticed right here. So it was saying that they would give us a number of shares in the company, and these would come in periodic dividends and special privileges. I just didn't know how that worked. And so, yeah, it says I'm assuming they're going to give us energy credits and alloys. But outside of that, like, can I hire them? What if I'm at war with another empire that hired my envoys or my mercenary enclaves? Will they go to war with me, or who do they go to war with? What happens if the enclave is destroyed? Do I get something back for that? There's all kind of questions I have right now based around mercenary enclaves. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I might just do some deep digging on it after the stream here. But yo, Simon, thank you for the raid again. And like I said before, everyone from Simon's TV's community, welcome. I actually was watching Simon's TV on the Timelines run this past weekend. And so if you were here in my stream before Simon's TV, check him out. He plays similar games to me as well, and some other games too. But we had that Timelines run last weekend. I did it on Saturday. He took over on Sunday, did a phenomenal job, by the way, as well. And if you want to hear another streamer with a majestic voice, that's your guy. It's not that I don't use them because they are bad or anything. It's simply because I don't understand them. Yeah, same here. That's why I haven't touched them. So Corset says, you have no control of them once you let them set up. And yes, you can end up... Oh! Do I want that? Do I want to fight my enclaves? The question is, do they want that? That's the real deal. And so it's a deal. I'm going to go ahead and just try it out and see what happens. And here is Kraken Armada. She says, welcome. Kraken Armada officers state of the art security services to our customers. We have civil contracts across multiple worlds, ranging from personal security details to training drills for enforcers. Now, for our high-profile clients, we aim to provide the best of the best. Fleets, armies, military advisors, a range of peacekeeping options is available. Now, for a modest fee, of course. And I'm going to say, yeah, sure, we're going to go ahead and be the first ones to rent a fleet from this mercenary enclave. Now, it is going to cut into my naval cap. I mean, with leader experience being a huge thing, you can farm them maybe. Simus, I like the way you think. Speaking of farming, so we had a system that had 6 Gaia worlds in it, and I've been just so excited about this event because I've never seen it before. Simus, we had our fleets spread across 6 different Gaia worlds in one system that we were trying to invade. And what they would do is they would send armies up out of their orbit of those planets. And all I was doing was just farming XP for all of my admirals. And it was like every couple of months, they would send an army up, destroy them, research their debris. And it felt so broken, but I wasn't cheating. It was just happening. And so I've never had a situation like that happen before. And here, let's go ahead and look at this mercenary enclave, and I'll show you guys that system here in a moment. But yes, I did just go ahead and I bought their services. She says, excellent. Recruiting a Kraken Armada fleet is always the right choice. Our forces are amongst the best trained and most disciplined in the galaxy, and our tech is cutting edge. Pirates, insurgents, and any other rabble you might have recourse to deal with will soon learn how to show respect. And so additionally, each of our fleets come from a battle-proven admiral at no extra charge. Adept in the facets of interstellar warfare, they will surely lead your forces to victory. And so I'm going to say it's a deal, and we pay, oh, wow, just a small 2,000 energy credits right now for a mercenary fleet of 22k fleet power. That is massive, all right? I mean, we just created it, obviously, but still, that is huge. And we get them for 3,600 days. It is a deal. And so we can hire ground troops. It looks like they can offer us logistical solution services. We can ask, as your Patreon, we want to review our options. And we could offer, we could help them with a bigger fleet. What does this do? Oh, let's do it. So this will give them a little bit more energy credits and alloys, which once again, those juicy resources. We have a pretty strong economy to support this. This increases opinions with them. I see this only as a win-win. And so we'll say goodbye for now. And there we have it. Hey, Simon Stevie, have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will holler at you later if I don't see you in the rest of the stream, and have a great rest of your evening. And again, thank you for bringing your community by. Now, guys, here is that system that has those 6 Gaia worlds in it. And we've already colonized all of them. And so 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 Gaia worlds. We took over these. And when we started the stream, we had just freshly conquered these planets. It sent my economy into a full-blown spiral. Like I was saying before, we lost so many ships, or not so many. Actually, we did lose ships because we were bankrupting. We were getting very close to losing planets. It was just getting very, very scary there. And so now all I've been doing pretty much is just preparing my fleets for full-blown combat here. And we are going to continue. Oh yeah, we already got a bunch of ships on the way now. Since I just made that enclave, we lost a few ships in my naval cap. We have another shipyard on the way, a Titan assembly yard, as well as a colossal assembly yard. And so all that is looking wonderful, but what looks even better is more ships. And so my fleet manager, I think, is a little bugged right now. We are just going to go ahead and just queue up these massive ships here, and in due time, hopefully we'll have those in our army. Once that wave is finished, I was going to build some Titans and things like that, but I'm itching for battle. And synthetics is going to be our next technology. This is going to allow us to build the synthetic workers. And then for society technology, let's go for the leader enhanced selected lineages. This is going to, let me see. I think this adds an edict. Or no, it's a policy. And so this policy will give us 10% leader experience gain, gives us an extra 10-year leader lifespan, which is crucial. Crucial now. The longer your leaders live, the better. Now, in the last update, they made some leader changes. Your leaders became more important then, but now with Galactic Paragons, your leaders are incredibly important. Now I have this one system right here. And we have bubbles. We have bubbles here. And so let's send our enclave to get some target practice going. Oh, wow. And I can use a gateway to travel through the Butoxians. Interesting. On top of that, having this mercenary fleet is really nice too, because I could use their ships to travel around, but I don't think it has a huge impact, like when it comes to using your fleets to travel, like the whole, to impact my economy. Hugs and see you later, Yang. Enjoy your mercs. Hey, Corset, thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit, and thank you for the tips and tricks as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And yo, here is a virtual hug right back at you. All right, so the council, a resolution has failed. What is this resolution? The ban sentient slave trade. That's like the 3rd time we've tried banning that, and once again, it has failed. And so good job on the galactic community there, failing resolutions over and over again, proving how useful they are. But on the other hand, my legendary scientist right now is excavating the abandoned Ecumenopolis here. And so we're going to read up on the situation here, and it says that the eerie and empty streets of this abandoned planet-wide city still do not betray what happened to the original inhabitants. Posters and pamphlets have been discovered that mention some sort of evacuation day. Now, they are typically accompanied by pictures of a galaxy that our astronomers do not recognize. And it says here, evacuation day. Today is the day. Oh, we got pirates. Report to your nearest relocation center as soon as possible to begin your new life. And so what that situation is all about, we are not too sure. And so here I'm scoping around. Oh, and we got some pirates in this Helido system. Come on, let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, they stand no chance. Our bases are too strong. And so after that, let's go to physics. Let's see what we got next. Let's go for shield harmonics tier 2. This is some shielding technology, make our ships a little bit more durable. And then for society tech, oh. Okay, we got a couple of options here. you know what? With all these with this leader technology that we're starting to find more and more of, the capacity boosters. This gives my leaders even more leader lifespan. It increases the leader cost, but it also increases the leader gain, the leader experience gain. And so that is going to be another policy that we can unlock. Will I do it though? Probably not yet. Let's see what's going on over here with this Federation. And oh, I'm seeing inferior. That's an inferior fleet power. These guys are still equal to me right now, but with some edicts, I think I have a chance. Oh my goodness, this aquatic was scaring me. Look at those ears. All right, so yeah, guys, we still got another wave of not aliens. We have another wave of ships on the way. We have a science nexus that is almost complete. And all of my planets, look at that. No unemployment. Most of these will have high stability. Jeez Louise, man. It feels good to have a strong empire right now. We have a relic available. These are the 2 relics that I currently have. And now that my resources are looking pretty good, I'm still itching for some battle. And so I'm going to go ahead and activate the Yut Cairo Core again, because we are going to be getting ready to move our ships around. And looking through here, let's go with the military applications. And so actually, I'm going to hold off on using these minor artifacts right now, but when it's time, I'll be using these probably to find military applications. And so yeah, using these, I cannot wait to try out some of the edicts as well and activating those before we go into battle. Checking out here, we have about, holy moly, I think we have too many ships that are being queued up to be made. I don't know if we'll have the naval capacity to store all of those. But a synthetic personality matrix is going to be our next tech, and I would like to maybe get a robot species, another one. We've had a robot species as a leader of our empire a while ago. We're going to try and do that again. But what I'm going to do right now is we're going to go to some of our star bases here, and we're going to start upgrading some of these. The reason being, I need more anchorages to support all these fleets that we have queued up and made. And so we'll get each, and we'll just get a couple of these made. And I'm pretty sure about these right here should be enough. And even here we have more anchorages. And so I'm going to add the anchorage buildings and the naval logistic offices that increases the amount of ships that you can get from these naval anchorages. And so in doing so, that's going to increase this, even though I am currently under my naval capacity. Like I said before, I got this shipyard here that is queuing up battleships, cruisers, destroyers. All those things are going to add up. And so we want to make sure that we stay ahead of the naval cap. And this is how I kind of like to play my games. Oh, sorry guys, I knew it. My camera just freaking died here, and so we're gonna continue the stream without it for now. But yeah, with all my resources, whether it be naval capacity, whether it be consumer goods, special resources, whenever I'm building my buildings, it's kind of like you have to think of what it is going to cost you, all right? And you want to try and stay ahead of it. Now, we just completed a science nexus, or just the hub part of it. It says equipped with a state-of-the-art singularity reactor, our engineers are preparing to add the next most challenging segment of the facility, the 4 research wings. Now, they will be fitted with pioneering technology able to withstand everything from violent heat to intense pressure waves and alien pathogens. They will also provide housing for our many researchers. We have come a long way. And so let's take a look at this new Science Nexus hub here. And here you can see it looks a little different. But still, it's giving us some major technology boost there. And so in due time, we should be able to upgrade this thing into its final form. Now, let's go to a very important agenda that we're going to be activating right now. This is the launch agenda. Okay, and so even though I don't have a launched agenda at the moment, let's see here. This currently decreases ship build cost, decreases ship energy upkeep, and it decreases war exhaustion gain. Now, when I upgrade this is going to amplify all of those by a lot. It's going to take it from -5% to -20% for all of those. And so that is going to be a huge modifier there. But I'm going to save this for when we're at war. And I want to see what some of my other agendas are at the moment. And so if there's anything else that we could use that would help us while we are in combat with another empire, All right, right now we have nothing. And so I'm going to save that agenda again. And as you can see here, my naval cap is starting to go up a little bit more. We will be saving that. And let's check out this Federation over here and see. Okay, here we go, guys. It's going down. So I'm going to go ahead and let's upgrade this fleet really quick. I'm going to grab my other 3 ships here, and we're going to move them right to the border of the Whiskey Warriors. All right. Here in a bit, guys, we are about to declare war on an entire federation. Lucia says, hello from sunny Costa Rica. Whoa, welcome, Costa Rica. Hello. Thank you for having me. Very interested in picking Stellaris up. More so now that it's on sale. What expansions do I recommend for first purchase as bundle? Thanks in advance. Let's see. Honestly, I really couldn't tell you what DLCs to buy right now. And I would say this, honestly, if you're just getting the game, just the base game by itself is enough to like just pick up on for now. Because if you play with the DLC, I personally feel like it will not leave a big of an impact on you right now. You'll just be like, all right, cool, I have this DLC. Like, this doesn't mean anything to me right now. Right now, I think you should just stick with the base game, play that, experiment, get a couple of games in before you buy DLC and get an understanding of the game. Because like I said before, if you get DLC right now, like, yeah, it'll give you some new features. There's a lot of DLC to try out too, but man, just the base game by itself is so good. And when I started playing this game, I first started playing Stellaris back in 2018. And for the first like 2 years, I think I had only purchased 1 DLC, and I think it was Federations. But yeah, just there's so much good stuff in storytelling wise in the base game alone that should just hold you off for a while. Like, you can really enjoy this game without any DLC at all. But if I had to pick, and I don't know if I'm the person to pick for this because I ended up getting all the DLC. I was gifted this, all the DLC all at once, and so I can't even really answer that myself. But I'll probably say some of my favorite DLCs are Nemesis for sure, Aquatics. Nemesis because you can become the Crisis, and that allows you to become the big bad guy in the galaxy, and you can destroy other empires. Aquatics because that released one of my favorite species, the aquatic species, and that allows you to you can colonize ocean worlds, but you get more benefits from colonizing ocean planets. Honestly, galactic paragons. Paragons is pretty nice. You get these legendary rulers. You get an origin that you can start with that starts you off with a very powerful leader in the beginning. I feel like all the DLCs have something that some people may like, others may not. And so what I would recommend with you instead is, instead of like looking for instead of me recommending you DLCs, I would go with researching it, because what I might like in a Stellaris game, you might like something a little bit different. And I play this game a lot differently than other people. Everybody plays the game a little differently. If you like role playing, you know, that might be one thing that could impact the DLCs, and that's personally what I like a lot too. But there's so many good DLCs out there. I just feel like I don't have the knowledge on which DLCs do what to recommend them to you. I know a lot about the game. I know that I don't know a lot about the game as well, and I know that I don't know enough about what each DLC does to give you a solid recommendation for what game it is. So I just don't want to point you in the wrong direction. That's pretty much the gist of what I'm getting at here. And so guys, my naval cap is over the limit. No worries though, because ships are going to be lost, aliens are going to be crushed, lives are going to be impacted from this massive war that is about to go down here. And so I'm trying to merge my fleet here. Oh, okay, this is the mercenary enclave. And so before we get this bad boy started, like I said before, we're going to make sure that all of our ships are in orbit in this parsec system, because we are going to get ready to charge at the fleets. Now, let me go to my claims, because we want to make sure that we're making claims before this bad boy gets started. And what I want to do is I want to claim all of the Whisker Warrior borders, including this system right here that has a mega structure in it. If we conquer the species, that mega structure is mine, as well as the gateway that is here as well. Let's see here. And so yes, right now I have claims on nearly all of the Whisker Warrior systems. I'm also going to make some claims on just a few of these other systems as well. I have so much influence built up right now. We're going to spend it. We are going to conquer. We're going to do some conquering right now. That is for sure. And so here we go. We are making claims on all of that. All of that. Now, what I'm going to do next is, this is going to be cool. So check this out. We are going to go ahead and launch this agenda, the military buildup. Okay, and we already looked at that before, but if you want to, pause right here, you can, and you can check out some of these modifiers that happens when this is upgraded. Now, here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch the agenda. And there it is. Military buildup is now active for the next 10 years. Now, we have 10 years to utilize that agenda. What we're going to do next is we're going to select oh, wow, we can expand the council seat once again. Let's go ahead and do that now. I don't know what this council position is going to be, but we're going to open up that position. Right now, I have 5 council positions up and at it. And let's go ahead and continue our game here for a moment. Now, these empires are not going to like that I made some claims on their systems. But that sounds like an incredibly personal problem, and that I cannot help them with. What I can help them with is getting some new leadership going. And so, here we go. All questions are out of the bag here. We are declaring war against the Whisker Warriors. Declare war. This is a conquering war. Prepare for battle!
Standing by to commence.
And there it is. We are back at war with our rivals. And there you heard it. The advisor says it. Weapons are free. This is it. War against the Federations. And so let's go ahead and grab our ships here. I want to see where all their hostile fleets are located. And it looks like a majority of their hostile ships are in these systems here. Now I do see okay, that's the Federation of Goo. For some reason, the Federation of Goo has a Titan ship in their border. Oh, that's a Colossus. No, that's a Juggernaut. I'm sorry. That is a Juggernaut ship from the Federation of Goo. We'll be sure to keep an eye on that. But let's look for some systems here. Actually, we're going to play this really slow and make sure we're making all the right decisions here. We're going to select all the systems in the Parsec system. And let's see here. We got a system right here. 78k fleet power. Holy moly. Let's check out this one. Haha, 25k fleet power. This is going to be the first system we hit first. And here we go. Initiating combat. Now, before that starts, I'm jumping back over here to our government tab. We're going to go to our policies and edicts. And I used to never use these edicts before, but we're going to use the exotic gases as fuel. That's going to cost me a lot. And when I mean a lot of exotic gases right now. So we're going to activate that. That's going to increase our sublight speed. I'm going to hold off on the shield booster. Actually, no, screw that. See, this is another thing. This is another good reason to have a nice amount of rare resources so that you can sustain some of these edicts. And so I'm going to use the exotic gases as shield boost. Let's see here. I believe I have some explosives, but I know I have kinetic weapons. And so we'll use these motes, which I have 1.8k motes available. And we're going to use those to increase kinetic weapon damage. And last but not least, let's see if we can increase that energy weapon damage. And so just lots of damage all across the board here. And boom, that increased all of the fleet power for all of my ships here. After a time, you'll have more resource production, so you can keep those edicts up all the time. Exactly. But for now, that's what we have active right now. We've declared war on an entire federation, and we are attacking the first station. Now, while that is going down, we're going to go ahead and, let's see here. You know what? I think I have all the harmony traditions I want right now. Let's go to our next edict here. Or our next tradition, I'm sorry. Not edict, tradition here. And let's see what we could go with next. Diplomacy sure does sound nice. Being dominators, that's what we're trying to do. Man, that worker pop is going to be really good to use as well. Unyielding, I suppose I'll go for. It says the galaxy is vast and full of dangers, and so the adoption effect for this will unlock the agenda impenetrable border. On top of that, we'll get 2 extra starbase capacity, and our starbase upgrade speed will be increased by 50%. Now, this is going to be perfect because Oh, I got a council agenda. Yeah, the impenetrable border. Let's see what that does. Impenetrable border. And so this increases starbase hull, it increases starbase upgrade, or decreases starbase upgrade cost, and it decreases war exhaustion gain. And so this is a pretty good edict. We could possibly use this when we're at war after we expand the council. But going back though, so see here that now a lot of my resources are in the negative. This used to freak me out as a beginner player. No more though. No more. We are using this because we are at war, and we are going to go ahead and initiate that battle. Now the Charter of Worker Rights, this resolution is on the galactic community, and we are supporting this. On top of that, let me check my Diplo weight. Yo, so we're in 4th place in the galactic community for heaviest diplomatic weight. And with us conquering this federation here, I think this will prove our might. And so we took that first system. Next up, let's just continue moving through the Whisker Warrior systems. And so soon we'll have control of this system that has this is a mega shipyard in it. Oh, we needed one of these, and we're going to be acquiring it here, hopefully, if we win this war.
Engaging enemy station.
All right, and so another station is
Science
under
division
fire.
Reports a new breakthrough.
Oh my
Facebook
goodness.
Reports enemy contact.
And I got my other fleets here. We're going to make sure that all these guys stay together.
Station reports enemy contact.
Wait a minute, let's make sure that our stations are not being attacked as well. And thank goodness. Oh, they have a little system here. I forgot about this, but oh, that's a gateway. All right, so yeah, these gateways, we got to be careful about these systems, all that jazz. But I don't think they're going to be able to attack us from inside our borders here. For next up for society technology, we're going to go for the Gladjor acclimation habitability modification technology. But let's keep our eye on the war at hand over here. And so for my fleets, I want to make sure they're traveling through the right systems. And let's see what the combat report's looking like. And so they lost a few ships. They lost transport ships. They lost defensive platforms. No military fleets at the moment. And we lost just a handful, but no worries if we do lose ships because we are well over our naval capacity. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and grab... Ooh, my scientist is currently exploring or excavating a archaeological dig site right now. Okay, and so guys, yeah, we are at war with this federation here, and let's go ahead and
Reports enemy contact.
try and just get a control of a few of their systems here. We got some mega showdowns going on, and there it is, another base under our control. Now, I'm gonna head back here, and let's grab the let's close our planet tab out because, of course, we still got plenty of room to go for those guys. We're gonna send our enclave back here, and we're going to attack this Regulus system. We're gonna let the rest of my fleets push forward. Uh-oh, and I'm seeing some fleets moving forward. We got a 76K fleet there, and let's check out... Oh, man. They're going to need a lot... Okay, so, yeah. They're going to need some firepower, and they're bringing it. Holy moly. And so let's select these guys, and we're going to bring them back. Now, I'm going to go back over here and make sure that these fleets are chilling out. And, uh-oh. We got some fleet action here. Oh, they backed off. Oh, they were destroyed right away. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. And so we found a natural wormhole. Wonderful, but we managed to get our ships out of that system. We're now in their paw glow system. And I'm actually just going to grab all ships in this area, and we're going to have them begin bombarding. Do we want them to bombard, or do we want to... Do I have the numbers? That's the question. And so a big chunk of my ships are in the system here. Holy moly, they are gathering, and they have a lot of ships as well. And so we got to be careful here. We got about 1, 2, 3, about 30K, no, 300K worth of ships to their... I feel like we have a little bit more than them. We're going to wait and see how this war goes. But we have a new colony. This is Rattenbury. And so we'll go ahead and get this nice and situated here. And for this planet, this is probably going to be one of my next generator worlds. Now, let's go ahead and start with adding another energy grid, since we will be adding more ships here in a bit. Same thing with the mineral purification. On top of that, I'm going to build generator districts. All this stuff is being made rapidly because what I'm going to be doing next is I know that we're going to be taking some losses when it comes to our ships. And if I go over my naval capacity too far, no worries, because, we can build Titans now. And I'm building 4, queuing those up. Titans and destroyers coming in hot. And so right away, I'm just queuing up ships. Even though we aren't over naval capacity, like I said before, we are expecting to take some losses in this war. And when that does happen, I want ships to be made right away. And so just checking up on the ships over here. Let's see what's happening. All right, they're getting ready to push into our system. And so I have an idea. I have a rather clever idea. I know that when ships travel through hyper relays, it takes all of their fleets, unless you're sending them all at the same time, it takes them all a while to travel through these relays. And so they're already sending one in, and we're going to meet them dead on. And boom, mistake, baby. The AI has made a mistake. They sent one fleet into that system. Boom, baby. Let's see if they're going to, they're going to make the same mistake over again. You see how this fleet is way ahead of these other ships? We're going to take them on one by one if they send them through here. And so, yeah, they're holding off. They're like, wait a minute. Maybe that was not the best idea to send that fleet in there. And now they're hesitating. They're hesitating. And I'm going to say, no, we're not giving you enough time. Here, let's see. See, they have a couple more ships here, but I'm not going to allow them to have enough time to push forward. We're going to go ahead and attack them now while we have the chance. And so here we go. Oh, no, I got to see it. All my ships are entering that orbit now. And here it is. We're going to hit this fleet first. And by the time they reach us, it's going to be too late. Boom, baby, come in hot. That is one fleet down. Holy moly. And so now their fleet's going to move in, even though we've already taken out a second fleet. That's two fleets down. We have our edicts up as well, and we are going to be fighting these guys at a huge disadvantage. And their other fleet, here's their other fleet right here. They're not going to have time to jump back into the system to help their allies out until it is too late. It is too late. And so now we are attacking, and boom, that is another fleet. Another fleet down.
Enemy station.
All right, so let's see what the combat report is. They lost a couple of ships. They lost 2 battleships. Okay, we lost a lot of ships as well. But see, this is exactly why I went ahead and I had queued up a bunch of ships to be made. And so for these ships that are in the system, let's go ahead and start merging what we have, put these guys back together. We're gonna go ahead and grab these other ships as well and merge them back to our, yeah, everything that's here. Merge, merge, merge. And we're gonna prepare for another group of fleets to attack us. But holy moly, that is 3 wars right there that we have won. And yes, they are pushing. They are pushing into the system. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have our fleets go ahead and just wait for them right here so that by the time they jump into the system, which should be at any moment here, we are going to meet them dead on. And so hang on for just a second here. Oh, there they go. They're jumping. And once again, this is going to be another mistake on their part. Boom, baby. Now this is going to be a big battle here. Who's going to take it? We're losing some ships. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So we've suffered some losses here. I'm going to take the losses we got and let's go ahead and retreat. And so solid job there. We're going to retreat all of these fleets and just take the losses we got. Bring our ships back. Cool. 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 Guys, I just lost some ships. What does this mean for the Commonwealth of Yang? We are going to continue this run again on Wednesday, but let me get my camera back on here before we continue. Yeah, with me losing, or actually I didn't lose, I just retreated my ships here so that we could take as less damage there as we could. I'm going to try and rebuild my fleets before the next stream, and we have now entered a very, very conflicted period of time, and so we're at war with a federation. And yeah, guys, let me see here if I can find somebody that we can drop a raid for this evening on our Twitch channel. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out for the stream. I'm actually about to end that right now on my phone here. So if you're commenting, I can't see it there, but thank you so much for everybody that's watching it there. Let's find a streamer this evening that we can drop a raid for. And I see a handful of people. I know the perfect person. And so we're gonna be dropping a raid for Salford Sal, who is one of my favorite content creators. And we'll go ahead and get this bad boy set up here in just a moment. Bingo. Guys, I'm off delete. This is the Commonwealth of Yang. Will we be able to survive this war? We won a couple of battles there in the beginning, but that last battle though, we lost some ships here. And so with our fleets kind of depleted halfway, will we be able to bounce back and conquer the Federation? Tune in this Wednesday at 6 o'clock and find out. But until then, I'm Alpha and Delete. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Until then, Alpha out. See you guys Wednesday.